I noticed because I'm very bad with me being alone with my own thoughts at night. A lot of times if I'm just in a quiet room without the TV on, like I'll just think too much to go to sleep. Yes. And it could be anything. It could be like, oh, there's a kind of a program I want to maybe work on tomorrow on the computer. Or it could be, hey, I wonder when I'll die. You know, and that, so I like having the TV on just for that. Are you good with your own thoughts, just laying there in the quiet?
I'm no good. No? I try to, because, you know, you try something to get off the whatever the fuck you'd use to quiet your mind, you know? Whether it's booze or whatever the fuck, pills, whatever it is. But I try meditation, try that, you know. To me, it worked the opposite. Like I'm sitting in a room of people, they go, just close your eyes. They go, thoughts will happen. No fucking kidding. Racing, hellish thoughts, you know? And then the guy's like, just let them go. I'm like, ah. And then you open your eyes, you look at some other fuckers right beside you. And I tried it 3 times. I could never get to any place of quiet.
No, I need a lot of distractions. And I could still operate and work. Like I could make myself, you know, go to sleep. Or if I'm working on a computer or something, I'm good with the TV on or something like that. But I need this constant little distraction, because if you're just left alone to your own devices, your thoughts will turn horrid.
I stumped a fucking psychiatrist once. I said to the guy, because I was fucking gambling all the time, shit, right? I had a gambling addiction. I'm over it now, but shit. But he said...
I bet you're not.
That's a good one. He almost lost everything.
Oh, shit.
You haven't met Chip.
Yes, Chip Chipperson is very funny.
But he said, the psychiatrist, he said, you're using gambling, you're fixating on gambling in order to escape your real thoughts, you know? And I said to him, isn't that why you do everything in life? And literally, I stumped him.
He had no answer.
He was like, and then he recovered and tried to make it. But isn't that why you do everything?
Yes.
So you're not sitting at home
just thinking
about what's really going to happen to us?
where it all ends?
As I was writing this book over the past year and a half, I began noticing that some of the events and themes described within, loved ones becoming ill, and how comedy gets us through our pain, which is kind of a theme of the book, were coming true yet again. How crazy that I was basically living out many of my tragic moments from the book once more as I was writing it. I find it ironic, yet also sweetly poignant, that life goes in cycles. As the book went to press, I lost my loving mother at the age of 89, a beloved wife, mother, grandmother, aunt, and friend. She touched countless lives through the generations and will always be remembered. This is for you, Mom. Dolly Saget, 1925 to 2014.
That's made up. She didn't die.
You can't just cry.
I don't want to. I did. I started to cry.
You were starting to cry, and then you went to a joke.
That's the story of how I lost
Which is exactly what this book's all about.
It is.
You start to cry and you go to a joke.
You do, because you don't want to let people into that. You have a lot of stuff that's happened in your life, and you don't want to. You and I have talked privately, and
I've had some things,
see what you do.
Don't bring up
But see,
Bob was the first comedian that I ever saw perform when I was a boy, live, and I loved him. But one thing that bonds us as comedians is we're bitter and jealous, and we hate everyone else that has any success. But Bob, honestly, has never had an unkind word for anybody, and I love him, and I hope everybody else does, so I just want to say that. Thank you. So anyways, I'd just like to say, I know that Mr. Letterman is not for the mawkish, and he has no truck for the sentimental, but if something is true, it is not sentimental, and I say in truth, I love you. Oh my God.
Paradise with your body, I don't wanna share. We're making dynamite, explosive love intentions building in the air.
How'd you get peace of mind out of the other shit?
Well, when I was When I was this is a weird thing that happened to me when I was young.
Yeah.
I don't know if this means anything.
Let's try it.
I remember it, but it was a moment I had that was, it wasn't religious or epinaphic or anything, but it transformed me to some degree, is that I was always fucking so afraid of everything. And if I went to a store, I'd have to walk around forever before I could even face a person in the store to buy a pack of gum. I don't know why the fuck I was like this.
Yeah.
But anyways, when I was 9, there was we lived in rural Ontario, and there was a blind friend of my dad's that I had to, he said, take him to the store. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I have to take this blind fucker? And I'm already shy and shit. So I'm taking him to the store, and then the fucker wants me to explain everything, describe everything to him.
Yeah.
So I'm like, there's some grass over here, and now there's a lamppost, and this guy's all happy. Wow, what about the lamppost? I mean, it's just a lamppost.
Yeah.
So it goes on and on, but something happened to me it sounds bizarre, but something happened to me where I was actually, instead of always looking inward, which I think I'd always done before that one time, I was looking outward. Anyways, while I was talking to him, I suddenly had a sort of a hysteria, like I was laughing. I started laughing and stuff. And I don't even know why I'm remembering this, but I started laughing about everything. And everything seemed like very, very funny to me. And then a couple of weeks later, I saw a homeless guy, and he was talking about, he started talking to me.
Yeah.
And he was talking to me about John D. Rockefeller. He's like, I was at John D. Rockefeller's funeral.
Yeah.
And all this shit.
Yeah.
And I was laughing at him and shit. And then he started laughing. And I was like, it's all fucking crazy shit. Like, something came to me.
Yeah.
Where I started, and so now I find everything funny except like fucking real serious. Like, I have no fear of going on stage or anything, but death and shit.
Right.
And so, but the other thing but the problem with laughing is I will get, it will build to a hysteria sometimes that I have to crank a couple of benzos to prevent a panic attack.
Really?
Yeah, I can get
You
panic
can laugh
attacks.
yourself into an anxiety attack?
Absolutely, yeah. I start laughing, and then it gets out of control, like hysterical. It's and I still have extreme sensitivity to things. Like I can not to life things, but to like literature or art or something like that. I have incredible sensitivity. I kind of have to stay away from it.
Like, what's an example? Like a painting or a...
Yeah, fucking paintings. Like, I don't know anything about art, nothing at all.
Really?
But I have had fucking experiences that have been so hard on me. Like, one time I was in New York, and somebody dragged me to a fucking art museum, which I hate art.
Yeah.
And I was looking at this picture of this girl, and I was like falling in love with her. She was so fucking beautiful, this fucking girl in this fucking picture.
Yeah.
And then a guide was telling me the fucking thing was written, drawn in the 16th century. Obviously, this lady was dead, long dead.
Yeah.
And here I am fucking in love with her.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, fuck it. I was like so hard on me for so many days. So I try not to. It sounds crazy, right?
Not really.
But I can be very...
it sounds like that's a very good painting.
It was an incredible painting. But like, it would make me cry. I didn't cry at my dad's funeral, though. Like, real life stuff seems so prosaic to me that it never really touches me much.
So you have a sensitivity towards... Well, I mean, that's what art's supposed to do on some level.
I guess for people like me that can't access feelings or something, it gets me.
Well, yeah, I mean, I get that with I can get that with television commercials sometimes if I'm not protecting myself.
Oh, you mean like where they really can manipulate you?
Well, you jerk me around, but like I remember there was
I can be manipulated without and know I'm being manipulated.
Yeah. Like some movies, I'll just let it go.
Yeah, I know.
But like, if my girlfriend's afraid of something or needs some help, I'm like, I don't know what to... This is crazy. I mean, maybe you should call a friend. I can't.
Maybe it's because we live in fantasy lives or something.
I guess. I remember a kid when I was in grade school, we read Old Yeller. And the dog gets... Then they got to put the dog down, right?
That's a motherfucker.
Yeah, and this kid, Jeff, was just like, sobbing uncontrollably as he read out loud. And they had to take him to the nurse because he couldn't pull it together.
Oh, my God.
So that's...
they call it Stendhal syndrome.
So there's a name for it?
Well, there was this guy, Augustine Stendhal or something, some 16th century guy, but he had an art museum that was so beautiful. I don't know if it's anecdotal, but he was at an art museum where people would come in and have nervous breakdowns from the beauty of the art.
But that can go either way with you. It can be laughter or sadness.
Yeah, it's mostly laughter. The sadness doesn't throw me into anxiety. The laughter.
What's the feeling though? Like at a joke, or you're with friends or something, and you can't get it out of your head how funny it is, and then you get anxious because you can't stop laughing.
I guess it's that. Like I laugh a lot. Like
that's fucking great as a comic.
Yeah,
that's a gift.
I tell you, I've never trusted people that don't laugh. Like I've worked on shows and shit sitcoms and stuff like that where the motherfucker doesn't laugh.
Yeah,
he's the head writer.
Yeah,
I'm like, you're not laughing at nothing.
Yeah,
and I don't
it's
know.
all math to him.
Yeah, it's math. It's like haiku or some shit. And like the best guys I've met are the guys that are able to laugh and fucking
We'll take a break. We'll be right back right after this with the Norm Macdonald.
You're taking a break?
What? We take breaks. The mics are off. Don't worry.
Wait, is this King of the Road?
Well, that's French. I could sing this song.
It's King of the Road.
Yeah. It's in another language. Okay, fade that out.
Are you really good at finding things quickly? Get Roger Miller's King of the Road English version. I'm going to point out an incredible line in it.
All right. I like this. I like taking songs that no one knows the meaning of them. And this first one, I don't know. You guys might go, yeah, Todd, everybody knows that. But I didn't know the Pina Colada song, what that meant.
Oh, yes. I just played that on something because I got them to play the whole thing on that stupid man cow, and he still didn't understand. I'm listen to this song.
Can you so for the hey,
wait, Todd, do you mean like you didn't understand the story?
I didn't understand.
No, well, most people you just hear the.
Do you like pina colada? That's all.
They don't realize it's about adultery.
Yeah.
It's about a guy, but
here's the strangest adultery story ever.
But here's the part with that song that I always realized. This is if it did ever happen. So for the people that don't know, let me fill them in real quick. So basically, it's saying, a guy takes an ad out. And for the people that know, they're like, Todd.
First, he sees an ad in the paper, and it's because he goes, me and my old lady, things were getting kind of dull. It's like, huh? Called her his old lady.
Yeah, that's the problem. You call her the old lady. No respect at all. Hey, me and my old lady were having problems. Yeah, because you're a fucking idiot.
You want to take any responsibility for this at all?
No, it's my old lady.
So as she lays sleeping, he scours the personal ads.
Oh, God. Scouring.
Yeah.
And then
it's an ugly.
Explain the song.
And then
quickly.
he finds it one, and the text of it is, if you like pina coladas, getting caught in the rain. If you like something else, walking in the sand, whatever.
Yeah. It's enough. I get it.
Romantic things people like, then you're like me, So he goes, this is the lady for me, not this hag of a wife, not my old lady.
Hey, this is somebody that he really should be with.
Yeah, it's soulmate.
Sure. They should meet.
His soulmate. So then he goes, well, I'll put an ad in the paper. I don't know why. He could have just phoned the number, but he put an ad the next week that said, hey, I like pina colada. He answered her.
Right. Yeah. I like walks in the rain. And then basically what it says
romantic
is
that way.
We decided to meet on O'Malley's. We would meet. And then it says I saw her. And who was it? It was my
lovely
wife.
lady. Now she's a lovely lady.
Yeah. Yeah, he got nervous, didn't he, when he fucking saw her?
Now, it was my lovely lady, and she looked at me, and then their reaction is the funniest. They start laughing.
Yes, that's all what we just went through is worth that I wanted to talk about what you just said. Yes. Think about what happened that night. Like, if that really did happen, well, basically you could say it's a love story about two people that realize the person you're meant to be with, you're with.
No, but he also says, he goes, and then I said, I didn't know you like pina coladas. How this escaped him for the fucking 30 years he's been with his old lady.
He never took a vacation near a bar.
In the rain, yeah.
So there's that. That explains that song. So did you find the other version that he was looking for?
Okay, so it's you can speed it. You can play it in about the middle. Trailer sale for. We could just play it. It comes up.
Don't pay no union dues. I smoke old stogies.
Don't pay no union dues. What's more free than that?
Short, but not too.
It's true.
Around. I'm a man of
So it's about he lives on a train. He's king of the road.
King of the road.
Now here, listen to this.
Every engineer on every train. All their children, all of their names.
He knows all of their children and all of their names in the town where he just showed up on a train.
That's not true, probably, right?
It's just
like
really disturbing.
Like I can understand he knows every engineer and where you can get a free meal, you know. But all of a sudden,
every lady
he knows every child's name and where they live. So the police would go, "Were you in, were you in town last week?" Like, a boy's body was found in a third boxcar 4 miles down.
What's his name?
He had to have been leaving a lot of child corpses along the way. When he knew their name, the names, and where they lived, he knew where they lived.
You know what, Norm, you're the most courageous Canadian American who ever lived.
Yeah.
What, Canadian
that
American?
story is, it was inspiring.
Wait, Canadian American?
Aren't you Canadian American?
What is that?
Just Canadian.
How politically correct can you be?
It's not a derogatory term.
Yeah,
It's being specific.
No, I'm
that's
Canadian.
all. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
and
Canadian.
American.
No, I'm not American.
Then get out.
No, I love this.
I was going to say...
USA!
I was going to say, even if you are just Canadian...
No, I love this country more than any other country, including Canada, my homeland.
It's the courage that was inspiring, though. They should name a fighting battalion in Iraq after you. The fighting Norm Macdonald.
Yes. No one would challenge
get those guys over there.
It's interesting what you say when you go, like, America's the greatest country in the world or something, because, like, imagine, like, you're just saying that and I can't even live there, because let's say you hear a guy who goes, "Hey, man, Kenya, that's the greatest country in the world." You better believe that.
Hey.
Norm's working blue.
This gentleman has a 2,000-acre ranch in Texas. Thanks for coming in. And you've talked with me about this ranch before.
Many, many times, but this is a particularly special occasion because I've prepared a little photo journal of the Jake Short Ranch in Bandera County, Texas. That's a windmill. It does not, in fact, pump water, but it's pretty. I think everybody can enjoy, again, sturdy steel structure. That's...
You ever tilt at it?
What's tilt at the windmill?
Yeah, I thought that's what you did to them. Wait, do you know Robert Duvall?
I do. Norm, you're killing my flow here.
No, I'm sorry.
Straight to the heart. I went a long time acting like I wasn't broken apart by you.
It's like looking at a condor during mating season. You know, they'll attack or they'll fly away. No, I'm teasing you.
No.
Okay, here's a windmill.
Wait, you're not
Your two options were attack and fly away.
I love you. Let's bump the pit bull. Was Jake Short the character in Open Range?
Norm, when's the Prozac going to kick in?
I'm sorry. I just like your career.
I love you. No, I wasn't in Open Range.
Oh, you weren't? I'm sorry.
No, Broken Trail.
Oh,
Where are we, Jeff, on time?
Broken Trail.
Okay.
What's that?
Oh, wait, but
there's more.
Let me finish real quick.
If I could say one thing about the real heroes of the country, which I believe are the teachers, you know? I don't believe they're the real heroes. I misspoke again. I think the real heroes are the real heroes. Teachers, they get good press because people often say to me, you know who the real heroes are? I go, are they the real heroes? They go, no. I go, oh, they're the teachers. It's counterintuitive that it doesn't seem like a heroic job, but yes. First of all, if you're a teacher, you get the same fucking vacations as a child. You get like 4 months a year off. My vacation? I get almost no time off. We're 48 weeks a year. Like 4 weeks a year I get off. What about you? You're not one of those fucking teachers, right? You seem like a teacher. Now, are you a teacher? What do you teach? What grade?
High school.
What grade? What grade? No, but what grade? Not so easy when it's the other way around. It's always easy to ask the questions. Well, the real heroes are the fucking students. I actually have to answer the question. Now, what grade do you teach? 9 through 12. So you need a grade 13 education. No, you're the real hero. No, you're the real hero. No, I'm just kidding. You're the real hero. Our husband said, you're not the real hero. Shut the fuck up. I know, it's a fun thing to say. But what do you do? What do you do for a living that your wife's the real hero? What? You know you're not the actual real hero, don't you? You look obsessed. Did you see how upset she is? So you actually feel you're the real hero? See, I think you've disqualified yourself a little. Because I believe real heroes don't think they are. Because when you hear the real heroes, they go, how the fuck did you run into that fucking fire and pull a guy up? You're a hero. And they go, no, it's the teachers. Not me. I'm a little scared now. I gotta go lie down. Gotta pull the guy out of a fire. That's a good job. Come on. Everybody's shorter than you. Are you gonna work with? They have to do whatever the fuck you said. No, I'm sorry. What did you say? What?
Also never call you a retard.
Oh. That's an odd word for a school teacher to use. People that were teaching our young children were bandying around words like retard. I'm just kidding. No, they do a lot of good. You know what I read, actually, though? A serious statistic? They actually fuck more students than... students, if you can believe this, than priests. You know how priests... Nobody likes priests. Nobody's going around with priests are the real hero. And yet actual priests, who I know, I'm not a Catholic, but I know pastors, you know, and my God, most of them that I know do the Lord's work, you know. I mean, they go out and they're in hospitals and stuff, and they're doing stuff, and for no money, you know, and no recognition, and it's got to kill them, like going, yeah, people think, fuck kids. You know? Like, if I was a priest, man, I just let it be known. Like, I do a TV commercial. I go, hey, listen, I'm Father Norm here. Come on down to my church. I won't fuck your kid. I'll tell you that. That's the first thing I promise you. I'll tell you a little something about myself. I'm Father Norm, as I've told you, and 20 years or so ago, I took a vow of chastity. Now, what that means is I cannot have sex with a lady, you know? Now, that's tough, because I like ladies, and especially the ones, you ever see those ones where they press their tits together, kind of, they got a little cleavage on, but they look kind of hoary, but it looks like they don't know they're whores. Anyway, that's my type. Everybody has their own type. The point is, I don't even fuck them, let alone a child, for God's sake. Why would I want to fuck a child? So anyways, go down to Father Norm's. I will not fuck your kid. And you can leave your big-titted whore wife at home. I don't need that hanging around asking me questions all the time. It's jumpy. You gotta admit, though, the guy that put that flag in the Iwo Jima, he's close. That guy went to the moon. He didn't know that when he got there, the fucking spacecraft would crash, or there'd be moon aliens or shit like that. I mean, I know he's not. I know it's not grade 11 biology, but I mean, it's something. It's something. Imagine any fucking other fucking job, you know, you go, hey, I'm the civil servant, I'm a hero, you know, you're fucking retarded, but a teacher, memorize this shit. Back tomorrow, and then you gotta tell it to me. I remember everything I say, and then you repeat it to me. I got some problems for you. I know you're a child, and that you don't have any problems. That's the cool thing about being a child, but guess what? You fucking got some now. I've got some heroic work to do for you. Sure, you're a nice lady. Very, very heroic. But, listen, guys. In science, do you teach Newton? Isaac Newton? You know, what are you, retard? Isaac Newton? There's kind of the hero that called me a retard is actually a retard herself. Everything's turned on its elbow. I'm sorry, what? A treadmill? Have I seen one? Wait, I don't even get it. It's not good when people are groaning and I don't understand it. No, have I ever seen a treadmill? Yes, of course. You mean the things you walk on? Yeah, I've seen it millions of times. Whatever. Yeah, him a retard. Yeah, you walk on them. They're in gyms and they go, no, that's not a treadmill? You remind me of these fucking teachers I used to have. I said yes, I go, no. I thought it was it, no. I'm pretty sure I have seen a treadmill, no matter what you say. It's a thing you walk on and then, right? You're not, what? You wouldn't be sure that I'd seen a treadmill? Well, you see, you're probably very bad at grading people. At some point, when you ask a student a question, and they give you an answer, you have to take them on faith. But there'd be no motive for me to lie about that question. I've seen dozens, hundreds. I don't want to brag, but you know, I've been around. I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen treadmills you wouldn't understand. Baby, I don't think I'll ever see you. Maybe I had a bad time in here. Tilsonburg? God damn, my back still aches when I hear that word. But, anyways, I'm in America and, Hamilton, maybe we can figure out one by the end of the show. We got the smokestacks and the tie cats and good old Hamilton. The tie cats. The tie cats. Hey, there's Howie Meeker doing the play-by-play. He was before old Don Cherry and nighttime planning. But, Howie Meeker, of course, would not do tie cats telecasts because that's not hockey. But listen, let's go to the prepared text. There's no prepared text, but I've written some words down on this piece of paper because Steve brings a goddamn fucking computer out. And then he got me nervous. I'm like, what if I forget everything? Computers, listen, nothing smarter than a computer. You see where they played Jeopardy against a computer? Did you see that fucking thing? And then, so it's a computer, right? His name is Watson. He goes by the name of Watson. Anyways, so he plays two human beings. And then everybody's fucking surprised when the computer wins. I thought it was going to be that guy who worked at the hat factory. That guy seemed pretty smart. Even their anecdotes, you know, Alex Trebek's like, well, Watson, you have a funny story for us? And he's like, yeah, one time Oscar Wilde went up to George Bernard Shaw, and then the next guy's like, fuck, this sounds like another good one. I was going to tell my one about that fellow that took the wrong hat that day. You can't be no fucking computer. What do you... They know everything in the world. Dirty stuff on the computer, like computer pornography. I would advise you not to, on account of I don't know. I think it changes you. Fundamentally changes you. Because you're just a regular fella, and then you're fucking looking at this stuff. And then first, because I only got turned into it about a couple of years ago, I was late to the game, but I couldn't fucking believe what I was seeing. First of all, there's thousands upon thousands, and you never see the same girl twice. That's the weird thing. You go, good Lord, is every girl a whore? I've never met a lady like this in my life. Where do they live? I don't know. And they're just with some fat guy with a big belly. I don't know. Anyways. And then you get desensitized to it too, you know. That's what happens after a while, because at first you can't stay, you're wanging off 6 times a day. And after a while you get, like they say in the big books, desensitized. I don't know if you've ever read those big books. That's a word they enjoy putting in there. And what that means is you're watching it and you're like, man, she's only taking 6 cocks up her ass. Why'd she get into business if she was going to be such a prude? I'll find something else. I'll find a worse thing a human can do to another human. I need to, you know. You don't want to reach that stage. Then you got to pull away and try to be a civilized human again. Man, enough filth. What I was going to say about America is that when you go there from Canada to live, you realize things are important. Like everybody got a fucking opinion about it. You guys like fucking whatever. But everybody got an opinion, you know. And in Canada, I grew up, and I didn't really have like opinions and stuff like that, you know. And I think it's because it's my Canadian nature not to because things are very important in the United States, like elections and stuff like that. You vote for the wrong guy, he could blow up the fucking world. So that's because they got a red phone. We don't have no red phone. They're not going to give Canada a fucking red phone. But, so there is a very important decision who you vote for. And here, when you vote, you know, it's always like, who are you going for? I don't know. I think I like that guy that wants to build that bridge. I'd like to see a bridge over the... So it's not going to be that consequential one way or the other. And then also, you don't even get to vote for the fucking top guy. You just vote for the fucker who lives down the street. Then he's in Parliament, you know, and he's like, hey, what about that bridge? And they're like, shut the fuck up. That goddamn bridge. Why the fuck would we care about your riding? Why? We don't care about your riding. But in the States, people are very, very into opinions, you know, and everybody's got one, and, you know. And I don't know when that started, because, I know virtually nothing, you know? And so I daren't have an opinion on most things, because I don't want to be wrong, you know? And, but people ask all kinds. Like one guy came up to me the other week, he was like, hey, what's your opinion on stem cell research? So I'm like, me? That's an interesting question. I'll tell you what, why don't I go to science school for 10 years, and then I'll come back here. Here, we'll meet here on this very spot a decade hence, and I will jot it down in your century at a glance. We'll meet right here, and I will tell you what those 3 words mean. I don't know. I just talked into this thing. I don't know. Anyways.
Haitian General Raoul Cedras, who will be stepping down in 2 weeks, held a hasty garage sale of some knickknacks he'd acquired while in office. Big fans of the Haitian strongman, are you? Postal authorities removed a cigarette from a photo of blues artist Robert Johnson to help dignify the musician in a new stamp they've issued in his honor. This isn't the first time the post office has altered a photograph. In fact, the original photo used on the Elvis stamp was based on this photo. King enjoying a hoagie. In a related story, 3 of Hollywood's most powerful men, David Geffen, Steven Spielberg, and Jeffrey Katzenberg, joined forces last week to form their own movie studio. When asked what sort of films we could expect from them, the trio replied, mostly pornos. That's good news. All right. Last week, Queen Elizabeth won 10 pounds in her country's national lottery. However, she has no plans to quit her job as Queen of England. Yeah, I knew. You think I didn't know? Jeffrey Dahmer's relatives are reportedly fighting over what to do with his body. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, some want to have sex with it while the rest want to put it in the fridge. So that's, should have stopped at the premise that time. The U.S. Postal Service this week canceled plans for a stamp commemorating the bombing of Hiroshima. They will instead release a different stamp. Here it is that hopefully people will find it less offensive, that one. Scientists have created a genetically superior Christmas tree that will be taller, stronger, and tougher than other trees. One downside, if you don't like your presents, it will kill you. It's a hell of a downside there. A one-legged goose with a dart in its head. And I complain about my life, you know? It's tougher for the one-legged goose. Hey, this week a Cincinnati woman with 10 personalities sued a man for sexual assault. But the suit was thrown out when 2 of her personalities said that she may have consented. You know, folks, where I come from, no, 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 yes, yes, no, no means no. Hate to get on a soapbox, but that's where I come from. Oprah Winfrey broke down and cried this week, saying she had once smoked crack cocaine. You know, I don't know what she's crying about. I mean, you know, some people in this world never get to smoke crack cocaine. It's ridiculous. Huh? Here's an amazing story. Twins born 95 days apart. Even more amazing, they were born to different mothers and they don't even look alike. Hard to believe. This week, a court banned gays from marching in Boston's St. Patrick's Day parade, but they will still allow them to be beaten up by drunken Irish guys. I'm afraid to know what you're applauding at there. Okay. Well, the Super Bowl might be over, but the San Francisco 49ers just keep piling it on. They now lead the Chargers 83-40 to 27. So they've comfortably covered the spread. And in football news, man, this is getting ridiculous. The 49ers now beat the Chargers 1,000,655 something to 27. All right. Not good with those long numbers. A study says that pot use in high school is up sharply. Don't I know it? Oh, yeah. I'm joking. And I don't really sell drugs to children. And now, to illustrate the point that their client is running out of money to defend himself, O.J. Simpson's lawyer said this week that if he had to do it over again, after killing his victims, O.J. would now rob them as well. That one you find troubling? We went... Well, how about this, huh? You know it makes me sick when a society lets a guy like Colin Ferguson live for another 200 years. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. Israeli security forces have rounded up over 150 suspects in last week's suicide bombings. Suspects in a suicide bombings. Now, well, here's a hint. Look for the dead guys, and Probably on the right track. Well, in Buffalo, Wyoming, a truck jackknifed this week, spilling hundreds of sticks of dynamite on the I-90 interstate, though officials noted that there is absolutely no danger as long as you're protected by magic. Yeah, I wish I was protected by magic. All right. And with the Pope in New York City, some of the New York City's greediest and most heartless con men are getting rich selling fake tickets to the Mass in Central Park. Don't I know it? Look at how... Look here. Look at all this. Oh, yeah. Hoping to impress a girl, Kevin Hall, 18 years old, stuck a sawed-off shotgun in his pants and blasted off his genitals. You know, I don't know the girl, but I'm guessing that the stunt didn't work. I've learned that the hard way. In an attempt to reassure critics of the president's Bosnian policy, White House press spokesman Mike McCurry stressed that the administration does not intend that America be the world's policeman. He did acknowledge, however, that the Marines had just pulled over the country of Brazil for speeding. Like Johnny Carson there for a second. This week, Paula Barbieri admitted that she had broken up with O.J. Simpson the very night Nicole Brown Simpson was killed. Boy, that had to be a tough day for O.J., huh? First he gets dumped by his girlfriend, then Colombian hitmen kill his wife. Man, that's... You gotta... Recent studies indicate the number of people getting the AIDS virus appear to be declining sharply. But it is important for viewers to remember one thing. Sex without condoms feels better. And now I have to say this. It should be noted, however, I have no idea what I'm talking about. Wrong Way Corrigan, the man who once flew all the way to Ireland by mistake, died this week at the age of 88. It was just like him, said his wife. He was trying to live. You got it all wrong. Across the nation this Monday, banks and government offices will be closed in observance of Martin Luther King's birthday. Meanwhile, at the Riverbend Maximum Security Prison in Nashville, Dr. King's assassin, James Earl Ray, will spend the day being raped continuously. He's a bad guy, by the way, James Earl Ray, if you don't know that. Meanwhile, Republican hopeful Phil Gramm says that Bob Dole should not get the nomination because he backed President Clinton's plan to send troops to Bosnia. Dole responded that Gramm should not be nominated for president because, well, look at him. Take a gander at the fella. Well, more bad news for ice cream moguls Ben and Jerry in their continuing battle with the Food and Drug Administration. This week, the FDA banned their newest flavor, stuff from Ben's beard. Meddling bureaucracy wrecking that. Well, at a local town meeting in Montpelier, Vermont last week, representatives from the McDonald's Corporation who want to put a restaurant in a historic district were booed by angry residents, but they were cheered by the town fat guy. Every town has one, the town fat guy. With peanut consumption in the United States down 10%, the Peanut Advisory Board has decided to launch a $600,000 publicity campaign. Most of the funds will go towards spreading ugly rumors about almonds and cashews. That's not right, huh? A celebrated fertility statue, which many believe has the power to make women pregnant, began a nationwide tour this week. The hundreds of women who claim it caused their pregnancies are of different ages, races, and religions. But they all have one thing in common. They are all dirty, dirty whores. Dirty, dirty whores. In Colorado this week, Bob Dole warned that if Pat Buchanan is the Republican nominee, the party might lose both the presidency and control of Congress. In response, Buchanan warned that if anyone other than himself becomes president, blacks will retain the right to vote. 6 of one, half dozen of another. Just days after winning the New Hampshire primary, Pat Buchanan has become the target of savage attacks within the Republican Party. On a positive note, however, he did pick up the enthusiastic endorsement of Bill Clinton, the President of the United States of America. Can't get much higher than that. Well, television history will be made this week when film legend Elizabeth Taylor appears as herself on all 4 CBS Monday night sitcoms. It's part of the network's new campaign, Must Eat TV. She enjoys eating. According to a Senate Committee on Violence, Denise Brown has done more to bring attention to the cause of battered women than any other person. Well, almost any other person. Once again, OJ gets the short shrift. Well, Washington, D.C. Mayor Marion Barry says he has devised a money-saving plan that would close the district's Lorton prison and transfer its 7,000 inmates to private lockups. One hitch is that the financially strapped district doesn't have the startup money to implement the plan. Another hitch is that the guy who devised the plan smokes crack. So, 2 hitches. 130 years after the Civil War, the state of Mississippi has finally voted to abolish slavery. Representatives say they would have liked to have done it sooner, but they were delayed due to some awfully big cotton crops. They had some kind of big cotton thing. All right.
I watch old TV shows.
Yeah.
And it was the first Kojak. You remember Kojak?
Telly Savalas.
Telly Savalas.
With the lollipop.
Yeah, he had the lollipop going. So for the pilot, it was Crocker's first day. You know, Kevin Dobson played Crocker.
Sure, Crocker.
So he was just out of police academy. Green. They kept saying how green he was. And Kojak had been around a long time. He knew everything. So he's, as this green kid, and he doesn't know if he wants to be working with him. So what was happening was prostitutes were being murdered.
Oh, my.
He goes, go down and try to get some information from the prostitute's mother. So a little while later, Crocker comes back. I talked to her mother. She wasn't a prostitute at all. She was a good girl. Yeah. So Kojak's seen it all, right? So he takes this lollipop. He goes, yep, she was a good girl. Mama's apple pie. The 4th of July. She was a hooker! Crocker was too green to see it,
130 years after the Civil War, the state of Mississippi has finally voted to abolish slavery. Representatives say they would have liked to have done it sooner, but they were delayed due to some awfully big cotton crops. They had some kind of big cotton thing. All right. In Colorado this week, Bob Dole warned that if Pat Buchanan is the Republican nominee, the party might lose both the presidency and control of Congress. In response, Buchanan warned that if anyone other than himself becomes president, blacks will retain the right to vote. Last night, the epic disaster film Twister opened to big box office and some controversy. The Reverend Jesse Jackson has called for a boycott of the movie, claiming that not enough black people in the film are killed by tornadoes. Meanwhile, Furman, who was expected to face disciplinary action by the LAPD, may get off lightly. Under the terms of a controversial plea bargain, the charges against him have been reduced to, quote, 1 count of using the word darky. In the wake of the verdict, angry Menendez defense attorney Leslie Abramson said the jury simply chose not to believe the brothers' excuse that they had been sexually abused by their father, and says she knows why. Quote, "It's because my clients are black." President Clinton was in Austin, Texas last Monday, the day of the Million Man March. The president said in a speech, "I'm here to speak to you today because right now in Washington, D.C., there's like 1 million black guys." In Nashua, New Hampshire this week, a high school student, Chris Conley, while attempting to dunk a basketball, lost his balance, crashed down on the rim, and shattered 2 front teeth. Gee, I wonder if by some crazy chance Chris is white. This week, as America marked the 50th anniversary of Jackie Robinson's entry into Major League Baseball, there was a sobering reminder that racial prejudice in sports is not yet a thing of the past. In a shocking move, today, all but one of the 125 playing members of the Professional Golf Association has signed a petition to ban African-American golfers from the tour. And now a correction to a story we ran last week. Prince Charles is actually the one in the middle. So we apologize for that.
I don't know why black was black.
Black is great.
Black is great.
Black is fantastic. Right?
Yeah, I mean, black is fantastic.
Even though, you know, they're not black anymore. But then again, we're not white, right?
Right.
We're pink like his fucking asshole.
Seen it.
We're all the colors of Bobby's asshole deep down. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Roseanne hired me as a stand. You know, I was doing stand-up, and Roseanne said, "Would you like to be on the show and act?" You know, you can be Lori's boyfriend. I said, "I can't act." I should have said I could act.
Yeah.
So anyway, she said, "Well, why don't you be a writer?" But one time in the writing room, she would give jobs to crazy guys sometimes, and she gave a job to African American. I don't know what you call them. I call them African Americans.
That's those 2 words that are never heard in the state of Texas, you know. That's a joke, son. I told him.
And we're saying African American, and when you say that, it feels uncomfortable, right? To your tongue.
No. What are you supposed to say?
Well,
no, just tell me what you're supposed to say.
I definitely would not say the A word.
Right.
That's what I call it.
Yeah.
The A-A word.
Yeah,
African American. Can you do an African American accent?
I'll try, yeah.
Okay. We'll give you an African American.
Your mom is so fat she developed type 2 diabetes and congestive heart failure. Snap! Hey, George, my mother is so fat when she came to Vegas they had to build another hotel.
Guy goes, "You got the do-rag?" He goes, "You know, I'm fucking my woman, you know, and I don't want to answer the phone. Oh, shit, it could be a job, and you know." And then, you know, after you take the do-rag, you wipe off your dick with the do-rag. And I'm like, "No, I don't do that." But everyone in the audience is like, "Yeah, we all do that. We all wipe our dicks off." You know the Harlem Shake?
Yeah, I've seen it on every single commercial.
You've seen it. Then you'll appreciate this joke. I remember back when the Harlem Shake was just a black fella holding me upside down off a fire escape trying to collect his money. Orange is the new black, but not in my apartment building. Kevin is the new black. But
presidential fact. Barack Obama is the first president to ever say the N-word as a term of endearment.
Yeah, that's not how George Washington used it.
No, I don't think it was a term of endearment.
No,
Today is the 11th birthday of President Obama's youngest daughter, Sasha, or as I like to call her, the uppity one.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Jesus
I'm a regular Mozart.
Michelle Obama has booked a cameo on the ABC show Nashville.
Start again.
All right.
Kids today, I mean.
You can't spell ABC.
Wow. Michelle Obama has booked a cameo on the ABC show Nashville. With this and her appearance on iCarly, I think Michelle is ready to start appearing in films. May I suggest my favorite film series, Black Ass Fuckers?
I found the secret to life is there is no problem that a huge... No, I found the secret to life, Bob, and this is it. There is no problem big enough that a huge...
that a huge what?
No, I found out the secret to life.
Yes, oh great one.
Yes, and it is this. There is no problem big enough that a huge black cock cannot fix.
Dr. Dre announced that he's the first hip-hop billionaire, a regular J. Paul Ghetto.
Two businessmen bought the Milwaukee Bucks for $550 million. They are very excited with their purchase, as this is the only legal way to own black people. Now that is here, and I read that.
Well, you're not there. You know how businessmen are racist?
They are.
Yes, it's them being racist.
They
not
are.
You.
The two businessmen that bought the Milwaukee Bucks for $550 million are racist, according
to this.
they're
fine, man. Well, here's actually a joke about Donald Sterling.
Okay. All the charities that Donald Sterling donated millions of dollars to are giving the money back to him. Well, that'll show him.
It's not bad. Never trust a black guy wearing a Dirk Nowitzki jersey. In Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals between the Mavericks and the Thunder, Magic Johnson said that Dirk Nowitzki is playing like he has 3 legs, which is a nice way of saying he's playing like a black guy. Show Oklahoma City second-round NBA playoffs. Great dunk from Westbrook, though I'd be more impressed if he weren't young and black. Moscow Roy Jones Jr. is down. Boring. If I wanted to see an old black guy get punched in the face, I'd look out my window. Eastern Conference Final in Miami, and LeBron crushes Kyle Korver in transition. Always shocking when a black guy running forward is faster than a white guy running backwards. Usually I pick the bigger, blacker guy. President Obama is a phenomenal player at basketball for a president of the United States. But I think he's just mediocre for a black guy. Hey, what about bringing in Jackie Robinson? Only team with a black guy on it. That's not cheating? Where I grew up, that's cheating. Last week, Indiana Pacer Danny Granger called Joakim Noah of the Chicago Bulls a coward. Now, where I come from, those are fighting words. But I have no idea how the black community views them. Middleweight boxer Bernard Hopkins has caused a stir by implying that Donovan McNabb is not black enough. The two men have decided to settle their differences with an old-fashioned game of who cannot catch a cab.
Everybody's bringing up these licenses for illegals and that they need to have them. And my question is, where are they getting the license plates? Obviously, we're letting them register vehicles without licenses. And in this day of car bombs and stuff, I don't know if that's a good idea.
Thank you, Dan from Boise. Norm, what's your feeling?
Well, I know that the New York Governor Spitzer, I'm trying to get to learn things, but he doesn't want to issue licenses to illegal immigrants, you know, and I don't know how the hell you're going to get a cab in New York City anymore. I mean, it's hard enough, you know, for me especially. As a black man.
Call me to say goodnight. Kiss me once or twice. I'll never let go of you. Fold me into your arms. Stay with me till it's...
Listen to this. Have you heard about this Huckleberry Finn thing?
I heard something about they wanted to take the N-word out, right?
Yeah, anyways, I wanted to bring it up before I forgot, and then we'll get on to my my projects.
All right. Do you have any observation on it, any tweak on it, or just the cognizance of the fact that they want to...
No, I feel it's a thorny issue.
Mm-hmm.
No, that wasn't the whole thing.
No.
I thought you were going to go like, well, how so, or something.
Tell us more, Norm.
Why don't you
I feel it's a thorny issue.
Yeah,
I'll tell
me
you why.
too. Why, Norm?
Well, you got Mark Twain, and you're talking about, for those of you who don't know, what I'm talking about, they've taken out the N-word, out of many of the books of Huckleberry Finn.
Norm, they've taken out.
And so you got a thorny issue that I think I have a solution to. Do you want to hear it?
Oh, man. Never anything more.
Well, the thorny issue is this.
Yeah.
You don't want to take, Mark Twain, one of the greatest writer ever to brush paper with ink, and change his words, for God's sake. On the other side of the coin, you don't want to have a young African American boy in school, hearing that word out loud and causing him pain. So it's a thorny issue. But I figure it this way. You've read Huckleberry Finn.
You are so splendidly demented. Yeah, I've read it.
You know it's written in the first person by Huckleberry Finn.
Yes, I do.
And you know it includes the N-word.
Yes.
Therefore, you just change Huckleberry Finn to a black kid.
And it's like a rap song at that point, right?
Exactly. Everything's cool.
I'm Norm Macdonald, sir, ladies and gentlemen. Norm, how you feeling?
I'm not a guest, though. It's like it's on The View and right?
Were you ever on The View?
Yeah, I was.
What's that Star Jones like?
No, you want to hear my View story?
Yes. Were you really on The View?
Yeah, I was in L.A. and I was doing some fucking sitcom, and I was like, I was up all night. They wanted to interview me on The View, and so I was already up all night gambling and stuff. And I'd been talking about to the producer all the week through, and he kept having comedy ideas for me. Like he'd go, "Hey, what if you come out with red hair?"
Get like, out of here.
Yeah.
Or,
really?
Are you making this up?
No, that's what I'm thinking.
No, his name is Bill Geddes.
Is he the guy they show on? He's always sitting.
He's the guy they show, and he goes, I go, why would I wear red hair? And he goes, Barbara just got her hair dyed, and the gals are giving her trouble for it.
Oh, still not good, but explainable.
So I don't want to do that. So I'm like, no, I won't do that. I keep going, I'll think of something, So anyways, I remember one of his, he kept pitching them every day. And one of them he said was, he goes, what if you go out there and all of a sudden during the middle of the interview, your phone rings.
Oh, great.
And he goes, but we don't tell the ladies, Because you pull out the phone, you go, it's your agent, Morty. You go, Morty. My agent, Morty.
Marty Flipman.
So I go, Morty, you can't call me during the show, And he goes, that'll be funny, man.
Why does he think he has to give you funny ideas?
I don't know, but I guess I agreed to that. Sorry. I guess I agreed to that one without.
You did that
You did
one.
it?
Well, I didn't remember, but I was like going towards in the car from the casino to the View, and I still didn't have a story, so I said, "Oh, just ask me about Bill Cosby. I have a Bill Cosby story." So when I got there, I guess without me knowing, he's like, "Hi, how are you? Here's the phone." He handed me like a cell phone, a fake one. I was like, oh, I forgot what it was. I'd been up all night and everything. So I went out and I was about to tell my Bill Cosby story, and the gals had a picture of me meeting George W. Bush, who was running for election against, who was he running against?
John Kerry?
Al Gore.
Al Gore, yeah. Nobody knew he was really bad yet. So, but anyways,
You mean George Bush?
Yeah, I had a chance to meet him. So I was like, oh, that would be cool. Like, you get to meet the president. I mean, the guy who's running to be president. And there's not a lot of conservative support. And as he landed, it was just me and Ben Stein. It wasn't all these, like Hillary lands, it's everyone else.
So you met did you meet him?
Yeah, and because no one wants to meet him, you get to meet him, you know, even as a very peripheral celebrity. And I got to go on the plane. Like I would have had to be like Barbara Streisand status.
Hold on, you got to go on what's that plane called?
No, that was before he was president.
Yeah,
Didn't he still fly on a?
This is before he was president, not Air Force One.
Oh,
that's what you're thinking, Tom?
Are you still in a private plane with him?
Yeah,
private plane.
No big deal.
That's still
no, I know.
So go on, you're on the View.
Anyways, the gals show the picture of me like shaking his hand, and they didn't even tell me they were going to do it. And then they're like, all of a sudden, everything's like they're commies or something, you know? It's like they have this picture. They keep making fun of it, like I'm Kurt Waldheim in the forest with Hitler. So, you know, it's just
you feel like saying, "Hey, this is before we knew."
Well, no, we didn't even know then. He was just running. So, anyways, I said, "Well, what about the guy we got in now? He murdered a guy. I heard." That's what I said.
You said that?
That's what I said.
That's what.
I said, that guy murdered a guy. And then Barbara Walters goes, "What did you say?" And I go, "Oh, isn't it a matter of public record? I thought he murdered a guy." And then made it look like a suicide. So she's like, "You're stepping on thin ground, mister." So I go,
Barbara Walters,
which is not even a saying, so you know he's in trouble.
It's true. It's not a saying. So I go. So I said, I just kept pretending like it wasn't a crazy thing to say. And she's like, oh, and the audience was all uncomfortable. And then I hear in the studio a phone ring. It's like a.
Oh, that. Oh God!
Like it's the guy trying to help it out, but it's at a bad time. So I pick up the phone. I go, "Hey, Morty." I go, "What are you doing?" You know, the girl's like, "Huh?" So then I go, "I don't know." I go, "That Bill Geddes guy told me to take the fake phone out and pretend to talk to my agent Morty. He said it would be really funny." So then Barbara Walters goes, "You are one piece of work, mister." She goes, "Just tell your Bill Cosby story." Oh. So I go, "No, I can't."
At this point, when it's, are you getting nervous at all?
I mean, don't you feel like you need to defend yourself?
Fun. No, it was fun.
You like that?
Oh, it was so fun. It was crazy.
I start sweating when that stuff
I want to
happens.
see a tape of it.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't get
Probably
it
on
to
YouTube.
Now, what part of that was
I think
fun?
I must have it somewhere, right?
Like,
That's
did you enjoy like exposing Barbara Walters, or
it was just fun seeing everyone like all
uncomfortable?
It was fun when it was all crazy, and then when that phone rang, it was the funniest thing ever because it was the producer like. It's way gone. The audience all like, he's talking about what? The president murdered a guy. Ring, ring, ring. He's like desperately.
I'll save this.
Yeah, but did Barbara Walters realize that it wasn't really your phone? Did she think you were lying? That it was Bill Geddes doing it? Did she think you were lying? You think?
No. I think she because I was just saying what happened. She got. But I didn't know any way out of it. I didn't want them to think that was my idea. Right. Like I ranted about the president, and then as part of a conceptual bit, pulled out a phone. I had to tell them it was Bill Geddes.
Where did new songs on the radio sounding fake? Prince and Genesis for better anyway.
Republican.
Yes, I am.
So what do you think of this whole presidential mess?
Well, I hope that the Democrats don't steal the election from the winner, you know, but who knows?
You like George Bush, don't you?
I love George Bush, man. He's a good man, decent, you know, none of this. He's, you know, he's not a liar, a crook, murderer, or anything like that. So it'd be good to get the. See, I think we should get the homicide out of the White House and get like a fresh start, because we don't want any more murderers.
I think we should just go on to the next question.
Oh.
Who are the murderers? Yeah.
Oh, Clinton, he murdered a guy.
Yeah, you know, we're not allowed to, you're not allowed to put out no accusations without
That's a little too far.
That's the way it does work.
Let's just go on to the next question.
Yeah.
This is not my week. What can I tell you?
Oh, it's not mine either, and I'm being very nice, okay? Be a good boy. Now, Norm.
Do you never hear that?
No. Listen,
No,
we don't need
I
to
don't want
talk
to get
about
into
that.
this, and I don't want to hear it, and this is not the place to make those accusations, and you're supposed to be funny. Let's get on to the next question. So get with it.
There you go.
This is a live show.
Not for nothing, Norm, but you have been properly chastised by Barbara, so I'm now going to ask the next question.
I thought it was a matter of record.
Shut up! Look,
Okay.
let me do this, okay?
I'll tell you what's a matter of record. You will not be invited back if you don't shut up. All right, now. Let's talk football.
All right, manslaughter.
Let's talk football.
Norm, did you ever hear the word?
The phone is ringing.
I certainly hope that's somebody calling to tell you to go home.
Oh, no.
Dude, you got a phone ringing.
Oh.
Answer the phone.
Hello? Oh, yeah. Oh, no. The thing is this. You know Matt Strauss?
Yeah, the producer.
The producer. He told me it would be funny. He said, like, why don't you carry a cell phone on and then let it ring and then pretend like there's a guy on it?
Is there anybody on it?
No, it's a pretend thing.
You know what, Norm? You're a dead man.
Here, you talk to him now.
You know what, Barbara? You know what you said about rage and work?
Give this man a plate of soup and tell him to shut up.
Norm, please.
All right, then. Let's see.
Norm.
What?
Okay, listen, Norm, listen. Not only have you annoyed us, but I've read that you have actually annoyed one of your idols. Who is that?
Oh, the great Bill Cosby.
Yeah, what'd you do?
Oh, my God, I love that guy. He's my hero, you know, just like you, maybe George or Bill Clinton would be your hero. I love.
There's no stopping you, is there?
No, you seem to like Bill Clinton.
Really? And this man leads into our show on Friday night.
I know.
It's all right. His career's over after this anyway. Who cares? Go ahead, Norm.
No, Bill Clinton, who's a great man, obviously. You know, everybody has their opinions, right?
Mm-hmm. Are you moving along?
No,
You're
Bill
going to get to the point.
Cosby.
Bill Cosby.
Oh, God.
Cosby. What's in that coffee? What are you drinking in there?
Now, Bill Cosby is a great man, first of all. There has never been any accusations toward Bill Cosby about any...
Will you just tell us what you did about Bill Cosby?
Oh, I met him. I opened for him at a club, and he was a great man, you know. He's my hero of all time. You know how funny Bill Cosby is,
Yes,
right?
I'll get to the point. I'm going past menopause. Make the point. Let's go.
Not everything has a point.
We are learning that, okay?
All right, Norm, you want to finish the story, or shall I ask you the next thing?
Well, the Bill Cosby thing is this.
Dear God.
I met Bill Cosby. We're all fans of Bill Cosby, right, Barbara?
Yeah. What? Yes. Why don't we talk about the millionaire?
Oh, yeah, you know what? Tonight, Norm and I...
please. I like Bill Cosby. Let's talk about the millionaire.
Norm Macdonald and I are on The Millionaire tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Well, tell him about that, how you thought he's dumb today. Where do you see him tonight? Come on, Norm. Tell him, Norm.
People always told me Hollywood was like incredibly liberal and biased, and I thought it was untrue. But
You want to talk about the millionaire?
Yes, I do.
You have 10 seconds to talk about the millionaire.
Don't tell how much
Don't
you
tell him what I won?
No.
Oh.
You're not allowed to tell anything like that.
Well, what are you trying to ask him then?
I don't know. He doesn't answer anything anyway. Okay, so he's on The Millionaire tonight, and he's on Friday nights, and
on Monday, his taxes will be audited.
So he's on Friday nights at 9. He's on The Millionaire at 9. You can play along at home on Enhanced TV. You are a number. I have never met anything like you. We will be right back.
We're back with our remaining moments on Larry King Live. We bring two of the great talents, both formerly of Saturday Night Live, with us. David Spade is in Los Angeles. Norm Macdonald is here in New York. And now...
Hello, Norm.
Say hello to him.
Hi, David. David and I apparently are having some kind of feud. He left this message on my machine.
So what is this?
What is
David?
that?
Did you not want to appear with him tonight?
Norm,
Come on, David. Tell us.
I wouldn't pay $300 to have my hair blow dry to be treated like this.
No, your hair is great.
Do you feel, David, that the star spotlight has been taken away by you, by McDonald tonight?
No, I don't mind. It should be.
Oh,
Norm's my buddy. Norm's one of the best guys out there. I've been watching this whole show, laughing my head off. I don't think Larry knows that Norm's a little kooky. And he's got some funny stuff to say.
What do you make of that? He's accusing you of not having all the marbles.
Good Lord.
Are you shocked?
Not having all the marbles? I'll tell you something about marbles. I haven't seen a kid play marbles for years.
China Syndrome is a great rental.
He's doing my column now. Okay.
Of all the colors, blue is my favorite.
Stop that.
Okay. Where is John Stamos?
When are you two going to work together? Why don't you do a movie together?
We'd love to. We've been trying to for a long time, right, Dave?
Yeah. Norm's one of the few super funny guys out there that I'm trying to keep up with. He's a blast, and whatever show gets him next will be in great shape.
Well, David, do you think he's going to do a weekend update on the new Howard Stern show?
It seemed like that's what you told him. So.
It seems like that to me. I don't know why he's in some sort of denial over this.
Norm's a little tricky, but he's in demand, so I think they'll have him if he wants to do it.
Maybe Meet the Press will ask you to do it, and he'll come back then.
Meet the Press would be great. Tim Russert, right?
Yeah, you and Tim.
Me and Tim would be a great...
Load of laughs.
You guys lost me.
He doesn't know who Tim Russert is.
Anything about Tim Russert.
He only knows supermodels.
I get blank stares.
Yeah,
Hey, listen, Larry, you live next to me in Beverly Hills now. You knew Clampett. You're right next to me.
Clampett.
I just heard you're going to come by
Don't give the address.
We're going to I know where you are. You're by Nate and Al's. My house has a water wiggle out front, and you're going to have to come by and hang out with me.
What is that?
What's a water wiggle?
That's his thing for a supermodel.
What an idiot. You're going to be part of Neighborhood Watch with me, and you're going to hold up your end. I don't care if you're out of town a lot.
Where do you live, Norm?
I live in New York City.
Here, the Gotham.
Yeah, the Big Apple.
But I've seen you in L.A.
Yeah,
I saw you with Chris Farley in New York.
Yeah, I
in
Los Angeles, me and Chris Farley.
Yeah, his story doesn't check out, does it, Larry?
No, so
It's got some holes in it.
I live in Los Angeles.
Good observations, Spade.
I'm by...
Coastal.
Get it out,
by
Norm.
Coastal, yeah.
By Coastal.
No, what are you doing,
No, I'm kidding. I'm
We've had
kidding.
lots of admissions here tonight. Do you ever miss Saturday Night Live? Both the same question for both of you. David.
I miss hanging out with Norm and some other people there, but I don't miss how hard it was. It was a good 6-year run for me. It was fun.
But you don't miss doing the show?
I miss it in pieces. I'd like to host it, but right now, to do it every week, I'm too old now.
Norm?
I've only been gone like 1 week.
But you, unlike David, you were fired.
Yeah.
So distance is quicker to have. Do you miss it? All right, did you miss it last Saturday night? Did you watch it? You're stumbling.
I tell you something. I don't. Where I live, I don't get Saturday Night Live.
You know what, Larry? They showed.
I watch Saturday Night Live, but I don't get it.
Norm was at home with.
Stop stepping on the joke.
I don't know. I can't.
Me and Larry are doing a little vaudeville here.
I'm 2 minutes behind you on a tape delay.
David, what were you going to say?
I just heard the Siamese twins thing. No, I was saying that Norm sits home and there's just montage music and you hear the road is long, and he's watching 6 TVs in his house.
I used to, when I did the show, I'd always take off right after updates so I could watch the rest of the show at home. You know.
Really?
Yeah, because, you know, they want you to stay till the end so you can wave, because everybody waves.
You're not a waver.
Well, it's odd because sometimes the show sucks. And then at the end of the show, you're out waving like a jackass.
But Norm, sometimes at the first 3 years I was never on, and I had to count that as a sketch.
David, thanks very much. Norm, thanks very much.
Thanks, Larry.
I want to thank
Thank you,
Larry
guys.
King for hosting this earlier.
Yeah, Larry
Very
was
good.
great.
Thanks for joining us. See you Monday night. Good night.
No, I was just thinking, because they have that Viagra thing out.
Yeah.
And the other day, Bob Dole came right out and said
he was one of the first.
Yeah. And you don't want to hear about Bob Dole's cock, I mean, President Clinton's cock, Bob Dole's cock, what the hell? But mostly, an old man like that, you don't want him to have a super hard cock. You know what I mean?
Why?
Why? Because an old man, you want him to be got a pipe going, a newspaper, the dog at his feet there.
Well, that in some corners is considered pipe.
Oh. But now they're going to have to create some goddamn pill that makes women aroused at the sight of a fucking 70-year-old dude with a super hard cock. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. This Viagra. It's insane. And you know what it's for? Impotent people. All right, it's for impotent guys. So get this. I read this. The pill can make your cock hard for 4 hours.
Right.
So now, who has the 4-hour hard cock? The impotent guy. The rest of us are fucked. Me and you got our regular cocks. Meanwhile, fucking Spade is,
Defer to Spade.
Oh, man. I didn't see it.
I didn't see it coming.
Dude, I know you didn't. He brought it all around and then a vicious rip kick into his best friend's gut.
Once there's too much cock talk, I try to just zone out for a minute until it goes back the other way.
If there's too much cock talk, this guy has fevered nightmares all night. Dreams, I mean, like sweaty, fevered dreams from the cock talk that's been all over his head.
Why bury me twice? He's killing me.
No, he's a good man.
That erased it. All right.
No, he's a good man.
Who cares?
After all that, that's the whiteout he puts on.
Yeah, I know, it's awful.
After he talks about you doing chin-ups on cock for 18 minutes. He says, no, he's a good guy.
If you're gay, he's a completely straight guy. He gets a lot of ladies. You know that about him with the ladies.
Don't say ladies.
Women, girls.
Okay, thank you. Ladies, what are we, fucking on an FM station here?
He's Don Cornelius.
But these gay guys, man, I was reading, about
these gay guys.
I haven't even said hi yet. All right. Tell me what it is with these gay guys.
I know, I'm already.
I just read this thing about the George
You're reading
Michael.
a lot, aren't you?
Yeah, I got a little time off. Now I read the newspaper. And this really strikes me about the gay community. I don't know if they're a community, but
called West Hollywood.
Yeah, they're gay, and it's George Michaels. He hangs around the bathroom. He has sex with multiple guys. This is
no way. You got to get it right. Hangs around the bathroom, and it was described as a lewd behavior, but I don't remember sex with numerous guys.
Well,
is that what you took away from it?
What does he do?
What were you, in the next stall?
I could have been just having a nice bathroom regular thing.
I don't know what lewd behavior is, but I don't know that he was in there with numerous guys. But anyway, go ahead. We get the gist of it.
This is definitely a gay thing, because this is a pop superstar. You know what I mean? You're not going to walk into a bathroom and all of a sudden Farrah Fawcett's like, You're not going to...
What? I love it.
What I'm saying is, why would a famous
what was she doing? Some sort of cervical belt sander thing, or what was that? Oh, Christ, what are you, Linda Blair?
They do. That's what they do. Right?
That's what ladies that I know do. But
Good to know that primetime exposure is paying dividends there.
But I think that's what it is. It's that the gay, that's why they have separate bathrooms. Let's face it. If they had women and, women, as you call them, I call them ladies. If you had them in the same bathroom, like you go in the bathroom to do your business, see a man about a dog there, and you're in the bathroom. You're in the bathroom. All of a sudden, a beautiful lady comes out. Oh, here's my vagina and breasts. You're going to be hanging out at that bathroom a lot. So I don't blame anybody for anything.
Can you believe Olmeyer didn't get him?
We're all the same, man.
Have you ever met Olmeyer since then?
Don Olmeyer I met once, after he fired me.
Yeah.
Then I went and visited him in his office, which it wasn't an office I've never seen. It was like a wet bar and a bunch of weird sports trophies. He's a big sports guy,
Yeah.
So he explained it to me what happened, but he did it all with sports stuff, like you said, man, you see, you're the number 3 hitter, but now you're going to be number 8. And then later on, Ken Griffey will show up. I didn't know what the hell he was talking about. And then I said, well, Christ, man, what the hell am I supposed to do? And he goes, I don't know, just walk it off, And
I'll put it in sports terms why you got fired. You were fucking with OJ too much. That's exactly why you were fired, man.
Well, I don't know.
That's his buddy.
Yeah, it's his buddy.
Yeah, well, that's why you got canned.
OJ's a good guy. I mean, he's not...
Well, we got to end on that, Normie, but there's what they'll remember you by. OJ's a good guy.
Man,
Thanks for coming on. Norm Macdonald and David Spade. Stick around.
On your last show, I came out as a deeply closeted gay man.
Yeah.
And I'm not gay. But David, on one time, this is a true story, and David, you'll attest to this, bought me a beautiful leather jacket.
Oh, that's right.
Well out of my price range. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm no one to take charity.
You're doing like a Mark Twain one-man show. All alone in the back. What do we got? I'm not one to take charity.
I'm saying I sucked him off.
Surprise ending.
You're making me out to be Hal Holbrook over here.
It's amazing how, some of your friends, seriously, those guys who came out of Saturday Night Live, like Sandler, you, Chris Rock. There's a lot of guys who sort of all of a sudden are real big players.
Norm got his own TV show.
Norm's doing well. What?
What?
Do you hang out with Norm, or is it impossible?
It's pretty impossible because he's crazy.
He is.
In L.A., I call him and he goes, I go, what happened last week? I called you to go on. You called me? And I go, yeah. On my phone? I go, yeah. And he goes, oh, yeah, I got that. I go, well, you didn't call me back? No.
And he's serious.
Yeah, he's crazy.
And yeah, I know. I have him on the show.
I love him, though. He's the funniest guy around. I think you need to be kind of crazy to be really funny.
He is very funny. I love him, too. And he has a gambling problem,
Yeah.
He was telling us how
secret,
he was all excited that he had $80,000. He won $80,000 in Vegas, but he had lost $100,000 on basketball.
Right.
And that's on nickel slots. That's how serious he is.
Did you always know he had a gambling problem?
Mm-hmm.
You did. When did you know that? At Saturday Night Live?
I first knew he had a pee in a bottle problem.
Right.
Remember that? You always talk about
Yeah, it's
that.
great.
And then I knew...
Does he still save his urine? Do you know?
I don't know. He used to put it in Ziploc baggies, sign it, and send it to fans.
Is that true?
No.
Oh.
But he did. He would take... After Saturday Night Live, they give you a car, a limousine, if you want to go to the party, and he would take it to Atlantic City.
Really?
He's a hard ass. He's hardcore, dude. I
know he'll even get into fist fights.
And then he'll stay at a table for hours and hours.
What do you think of that?
I feel lucky.
And then you don't even know if he's married or single. It's never really clear.
I don't know, but I know girls like him. He's when you're that something's that wrong, they pick up on it and like it.
They like the tragedy of that.
Fixer-upper, yeah.
Right. Yeah. I'm gonna make him a regular guy.
Right, but it never worked.
Because David always wore cool jackets to get girls or whatever.
Did it work? Behind the scenes of that.
Yeah, David gets girls like crazy.
Heather Locklear.
Yeah, insanely
Name one.
beautiful
It's because funny guys are attractive. Yeah. Funny is Funny's hot.
You've done a lot of impressions. Funny.
Most
Look at him.
awkward
He's like,
come
really?
on I've ever heard in my life.
All I can say for sure is this, that it works this way with women. If there's one dude who beds a Kardashian and a Paris Hilton, he'll then get to, and a Lindsay Lohan, he'll get to mow through other Hollywood hot chicks.
Like David Spade is that guy.
Yeah, David Spade is that guy.
And I would say he's more, because Warren Beatty was always the gold standard, but Spade doesn't have the looks of Warren Beatty.
He's the aw shucks rapist.
Rapist?
Well, I don't know why you brought up rapist.
My Lord.
No, what
God.
I'm saying is Spade has quietly mowed through the entire bevy of blondes in this town, but he does it in a sort of unassuming way.
Yeah, Spade is an interesting character because he's outside of Hollywood. He makes fun of it, and yet he's deeply inside of Hollywood.
Balls deep, a lot.
Yeah,
many would argue.
No, but he'll be on red carpets, and I went out with him one time. He's like, "Let's go to a bar." We go to a fucking bar, and then people let us in, which is horrible. Like past everybody.
Right.
You go, let those guys in.
Yeah, there goes Spade and his bodyguards. His haggard bodyguard.
Haggard is right. So
you and David Spade
that you like it.
are walking into a bar.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was saying that?
Yeah.
So we go into the bar, so it's packed with people, and I don't like a lot of people now. And then you get a little fucking plastic drink, and you drink, and then Spade goes, "Let's get out of here." And I'm like, what? And I don't even want to be there, and you're an inch from somebody's face, and so then we go to another bar. He does the exact same thing.
Right.
Let's get out of here. So he just goes places and exits. But
I think there's a power. I think there's a certain power in leaving.
Yeah, I guess there is.
Yeah.
But with women, he plays the long game. Like he's always texting them. He doesn't bed them the night he meets them. Like a year later.
Right.
But he's got so many on his.
He fucks them in the bathroom. Yeah, but not on a bed. Never on a bed.
Wait, no.
I hear what you're saying. I'm reading between the lines.
I can't talk about that. Now it's going to sound like I'm saying that about David.
No. What he does is he quietly, here's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm saying. If you had a list of the famous coxmen of the town with the Warren Beatties of the world and the Wilt Chamberlains and stuff like that, somewhere in the 13th spot would be David Spade.
Absolutely.
And everyone would go, how do you get on this list? A cute little blonde guy?
I'd
What
put
are you
him
talking
way
about?
farther up than that. Way farther up. I'd put him maybe number one.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
In terms of sheer numbers.
Quietly goes about his business.
Yes, he does. And
until we start talking about it.
I know, we shouldn't. But he's very self-deprecating about it. But he also, he knows everything that a young girl knows. Like that beautiful 20-year-old. He can talk to them about keeping up with the Kardashians and whatever the hell.
Right.
And then, if I try to talk to a young girl, I go, "You ever watch Matlock?" It wouldn't work. But he has the same exact interest that they do.
Yeah.
So it really works,
Yeah.
Who gives a shit about Oosthuizen?
That's a good point.
Oosthuizen is 72 back.
I'm sorry, who is this?
How long have you been there? A long time.
Well, who cares about... Ooh, look at that putt. He missed it.
Jeff Martin likes Oosthuizen. Well, Cabrera's doing well. You're a man, Super Dave.
I love that, except he almost knocked the leaf off. Did you see that?
No.
He was in the crap area, and he was. Haven't you been watching the Masters?
Yeah, he
what
couldn't.
Are you watching?
We watched. He couldn't quite take a full swing.
Oh, you mean he couldn't?
No, but they said if he knocked the leaf off, it was a penalty.
Oh,
really?
he was in the area there.
Oh, you said that,
It's a penalty if you knock a leaf off.
Wow.
What kind of a stupid game is this?
Wow, I didn't know that. Chad Drew knew that. I didn't know there was a penalty for knocking
Chad
a leaf
didn't
off.
know that.
It's technically improving.
That.
Knocking a leaf off would be the same thing as breaking the whole branch.
You mean knocking a leaf off in the practice swing?
Yeah, that's what.
No. If he had knocked the leaf off in the regular swing.
Oh, is that true?
The leaf hits there's Ulfhosen or whatever his name is missing a butt. But if who is this guy right here?
That's Thorbjorn Olsen.
What is his name?
Thorbjorn Torbjorn Olsen.
You think Freddie still has a chance if he goes into the clubhouse even?
No, I think there's people under par. In
Uphill
the
battle.
I think Mickelson's out. He's like 15 over.
Freddie, I don't think he's going to head to the practice range.
What happened to the 14-year-old? Where is he?
He shot 75, so he did better than yesterday.
Boy, is he unbelievable.
Is that something? 75.
That is just unbelievable.
14 years old, 145 pounds.
People don't understand that. People don't understand that.
They say he's 145 pounds, just soaking, glistening wet.
Well, I don't think we have to get into that.
That's what they say.
Where do you think this is going to the coach at, look at Tiger.
We can't quote Jim Nantz? Okay.
No, not Jim Nantz. You're getting into the football coach.
Sandusky.
Yeah, you're getting into Sandusky. Who gives a shit how much he is soaking wet?
Jeff Martins.
Hey, who's this? Look at this.
This is Brad Snedeker.
I know the Snedeker needs this shot.
If
boy.
Snedeker can get up and down, I bet he picks up a stroke.
This is where Oosthuizen last year.
What a beautiful
shot by Snedeker.
What a beautiful shot by the Sned.
And Snedeker could pull to within one.
Good.
I'll tell you what they said, though, is the guy that's working him is tired. The puppeteer.
Oh.
Super Dave, serious question. I know you're rooting for Cabrera, but would you rather have Cabrera win in a walk or an exciting finish with someone else
You
winning?
know what? I just love his life and what he's accomplished and what he did coming from, really poverty, unbelievable. I'm just so rooting for him. All these other people, they're brilliant golfers, but a lot of them are privileged. I just love Cabrera's story. And I love the story of Tiger and Nealon.
Tiger and Nealon's a great story, too.
Isn't that a great story? Doesn't that bring tears to your ass?
Well, Cabrera will try to save par. He has only one bogey on the day.
Have you been doing this all day again? You know what's interesting? I went to my phone, I watched 2 minutes of the podcast, and you were eating on camera. Your mouth was filled with food like a chipmunk.
The podcast available on your phone, wherever you are.
You were talking with food in your mouth. Oh, he's going to miss it. Oh, he missed it.
Cabrera will save for bogey. But yes, we are available on apps and so forth.
Why were you talking with food in your mouth?
If you have a cellular phone, just
why are you the host of a show with food in your mouth? I've never seen that before.
You've seen it here first, folks.
There's Day. Look at that. Oh my God. You don't think there's planes overhead?
Jason Day is on the green.
This guy doesn't he bore you a little, Adam Scott?
Yes, he bores me
a little
greatly.
bit, yeah.
But Brad Snedeker has never looked afraid. I mean, this final pairing, this final pairing has shown no nerves at all.
That was an exciting shot from a boring man, though.
If he makes that would be nice.
Norm?
Yes.
Why are you speaking in that kind of tone, like an announcer?
I'm not speaking like, well, I am an
No, you are, but you're talking like you're speaking over the crowd. There's no crowd.
Okay, come on now.
Oh, Snedeker! Sneddleman missed it! The Sneddle missed it!
Snedeker,
he had a
best
chance
on tour.
He had a chance and he missed it.
Oh my goodness! And he's two back.
A golden opportunity to pick up a stroke.
He could have picked up a stroke and he missed it.
Or is he three back?
Two, because Cabrera bogeyed as well.
This guy could win it. Bo Van Pelt.
This is hard to believe.
He's only two over.
I think he'll hit a good shot.
No.
Not bad.
Look, he's happy.
Does Super Dave want to hear a golf joke?
Super Dave, Chad Drew has a golf joke for you.
Great. Your phone's starting to break up again. This is why I didn't want to call today or be called. Your phone's breaking up again.
Chad Drew has a golf joke for you. He can hear you, not me.
Are you ready?
What?
Yes. Thank you. An elderly golfer is talking to his seriously ill wife. If I die, she asks, would you remarry? Maybe, he allows. Would you golf with her? She continues. I might, he says. What about my golf clubs? She persists. Would you let her use them? The man thinks for a moment, then says, there'd be no point. She's left-handed. He already has a wife.
Guy meets a woman on the golf course, and they start playing, and he can't believe it. She gets the piss out of the ball. She plays fast. They go home after the round. She cooks them the best dinner they've ever had, and then he wants to kiss her. She says, no, not so fast. I'm not jumping in bed with this. So this goes on and on. 2 weeks they play golf every day. All of a sudden, one night after dinner, he says, look, we're either going to take this another step or I'm through. She says, all right. And he kisses her. He said, my God, you kiss beautifully too. Let's go to bed. She says, there's something I have to tell you. He said, what? She says, I'm a man. He said, and you played from the fucking red tees?
All right. Leishman.
Who's this? Is this the Leisher?
It's
Leishman. He made it.
Well done.
The Leisher made it. He's an exciting player. I could go the rest of my life without ever seeing him play. Don't you agree?
I agree.
What do you make of Snedeker missing that putt?
I thought it was a choke. Oh, look at Tiger. What is he doing today? What is going on with him today?
Well, he's going for it every time.
This will be on the green.
Chad says this will be on the green. Chad Drew has just said this will be on the green.
You know what they just replayed was what's-his-name's shot from last year. Wasn't that the greatest golf shot in the history of the world?
Bubba Watson.
Yeah, where he hooked it around. You know what gets me a little sick is when they say he's going to take a 5-iron hit at 238.
Yeah.
Okay, watch him. If this were me, it would hit the tree, hit me in the face, and I'd be in the hospital. What?
That is unbelievable.
Okay. Let's see if that comes around.
It's amazing. He was sort of hoping it would go a little right, like even off that lie.
Your connection's breaking up again, and I can't go through this. It's emotionally disturbing. Look at this guy. Look at Mickelson.
Yeah.
Boom. That put him back in the hunt. He's 12 back.
No,
he almost hit the
this was the shot where he won the Masters.
I know, and he jumped 2 inches off the ground.
No, this was the second one. He missed that putt, believe it or not.
What a shot, though. God, these guys are unbelievable, aren't they?
Your best shot is only as good as the next one. That's what my old golf coach used to say.
Oh, my God, I just lost all ability to ever get a hard on again. Look at this shot. Watch him watch the ball. Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. When did you last do that, Norman?
Look at a black man's eyes?
Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful.
You know what? That was so weak. That was just so weak, wasn't it? When you go home tonight and think about that tonight, aren't you going to say, Jesus Christ, that was weak? All right, Jason Day for a birdie, and he missed it to the right.
Jason Day has spent most of his time kneeling down with his hand to his face.
I hope we have interceptors ready. That's all I can tell you.
Adam Scott still trying to get involved here.
Nice putt, Adam. The hole's to the left, ding dong. Jesus Christ. Wouldn't it be great if he pulled that glove out and it was a long white glove like Michael Jackson? Here's the Schned man after missing that putt.
Long par 4. Snedeker has...
Why are you talking that tone still? There's no crowd. There's no noise behind you. There's no one listening. Why don't you go back into your own voice? Like when you said to me, am I looking in the eyes of a black man? Watch the Schned miss this putt again. Right to the right, you choke.
A little decel?
Unacceptable.
Unacceptable totally. Watch my man. Watch the Cabrera here.
Here's Cabrera. He'll go in the woods, I believe, on this one.
I don't think so. You want to know why he plays so great? Because when he was a kid, and even as a man, he was chased on the golf course by the police. So he had to hit and run. That's why he plays so quick and so beautifully.
He was being chased by the police.
Wait a minute. Look at Sergio. He's still in it.
That's unbelievable.
How did he come back? How did he come back? He's going to...
Wow.
He's going to...
Someone's going to hold that out in the final groups. I'm telling you.
What hole is this?
That's 15.
That's 15. So he's going to get to 4 under with 3 to go.
There's Mark Leishman. He's got a pitching wedge.
Okay,
700 yards.
Well, I just got a text from Lori Joe saying that it's a lot more entertaining with Super Dave.
I love Lori Joe. I can't believe she's listened to this whole thing. I mean, she must be going nuts. Look at this putt. He missed it. Who's that guy again? Olsen, York, and Morgan. What's his name?
Thorbjorn.
And they call him what? The Black Bear? What do they call him?
He doesn't have a nickname that I know of. Do you know?
Yeah, they just gave him one. They call him the something bear. Hey, I played this hole, and if you guys could play this course, the back nine, the first time you play it, it's just unbelievable. You can't hold the ball on the green. I can't. Watch this. Watch this.
It's inappropriate to ask him how he got on there.
What a garbage shot that was. See, he can't come back now. It's over with after the putt.
Wonders how you get to play Augusta.
Because I knew someone who was a member.
I'm afraid Thorbjorn Olsen's nickname is the Great Dane.
Yeah, the Great Dane, is that what they call him?
Yeah.
I thought they
I feel
called
like
him
a lot of
German
people
Shepherd.
from Denmark get that moniker.
Don't they call him the German Shepherd? Watch this. Watch my man. He wants to go left. He wants to go left. So far right, but he's still doing well. He's playing it a little safe right now. How did Sergio Garcia get 4 under?
Boy, we're all really blessed that the weather is not showing up. You wouldn't want to see this Monday morning.
What?
We're glad the weather didn't hold anything up, and we're hoping it stays that way.
Why, would you be on the air again Monday?
Yes.
You would?
5 in the morning.
I can't believe it. I don't understand this. You'll have to explain it to me sometime. You know what? I'm just going to, I'm telling you, I have to do that. I'm going to sit here and announce a baseball game to myself. It's the same thing.
No, it's different.
Why? It's golf.
Well, we just got a text from Jackson Hoekstra, Lori Joe's nephew.
And what did he say?
Oh, he said something bad about Jeff Martin.
He did?
Yes.
Don't read that. That's not very nice.
No, I'm not going to read it.
What did he, oh, well, here he goes. Watch this. Is this, yeah, that's him.
That's Dave.
This better be good or that place will be strafed in a minute.
Strafe.
Uh-oh, look out. Look out for the planes. That's all I can tell you. I hate the way that guy putts, this Adam Scott, with a 34-inch putter. He missed it. Are we syncing up today as far as the picture?
We are on the Video Podcast Network.
God damn it. I swear to God. Look at Sergio for birdie. He could be 5 under. What if he won this? He missed it.
Sergio led after day 1 with 6 under.
Yeah, but he faded like he always does.
He shot 66 in the first round and 76 in the second round.
That's right. That's an average of what? 72.
That's an average of 72.
Wow.
Here's Leisure.
It's an average of 71.
Look, he's short. He's short. Boy, no one is taking control right now. You know that? Here's Tiger for birdie. He could be 4 under. This is important. He's got to make this, or Elon will pay. It's good. All right, now he's back in.
Tiger to 4 under. Don't count him out. He has 5 to play.
Are you that far behind me?
Now, Sid Youngers called in earlier and said the winning score would be 9 under. He seems to be in the ballpark, but
who's Sid Younger?
What could I mean, if you're hoping for Tiger Woods,
why are you talking at that range still? Why are you?
No, I'm saying so you're going to hear.
No, but you're at a very high pitched. Announcers yell over the crowd. There's no one there.
What wins
there's
this?
2 guys in the booth with you, and there's no one there.
What wins this? Is Cabrera?
I don't know. Watch the Schnetty. Look at the Schnetty. He needs a birdie here, and he's
Oh my goodness!
Dear.
Snedeker.
Oh, the wheels are falling off the Schnetter.
Best putter on tour.
Not anymore.
And you just saw him mouth wow. If you can lip read, he just said wow.
He did?
Yeah.
I didn't know you were allowed to cuss. Isn't that a stroke?
Well, what did what's his name say yesterday?
Drops. You have to disqualify yourself.
Like Snickers or
no.
Coocher. What did Coocher say?
What did Coocher say?
He said, "Oh, you stinker."
Oh, stinker.
He said stinker?
Yeah, well, he had a bad shot. He hit a bad shot.
He called it a stinker?
No, like he was talking to himself, I think.
He said, "Oh, you stinker."
These guys are such gentlemen. It's insane. Isn't it?
Well, I mean, Tiger can use coarse language.
He said the F word before.
Huh?
Watch Angel make this putt.
Language?
Yeah. Who?
Watch Angel make this putt. Look at this. Oh
yeah.
my God! He left himself a long one.
They're not seeing this.
The gates are opening. The gates are opening.
Chad Drew said there should be no coarse language on the course.
If you swear and a leaf drops, you have to disqualify yourself.
Boy, Snedeker is going to need all his putting ability for this one.
Yeah, but you know what? That's not a gimme for Cabrera either. All right, this is it for him. He misses this putt, he might as well mail it in. Tiger's 4 under.
That's what I'm saying, Super Dave. I'm saying Tiger's 4 under, and if Cabrera misses the putt, he's 7 under. Is Tiger still in?
I swear to God, this is such a flight. Yeah.
Tiger could certainly.
3 putt.
Okay, now Cabrera's got to sink this. Look at the Schned go down.
Now, would you like Cabrera to miss this so Tiger is 3
No. I want Cabrera to still stay in the lead.
So he'd still be in the lead, but you're.
No. I don't want him to go back. Oh my God.
So you've given up on Tiger.
Look at Jason Day. Look at this shot.
I think he's still in. He's still in it.
Wow, did he?
Holy moly!
Wow, what a shot by Jason Day.
Did he hit that beautifully? Did he hit it beautifully right into the
And he doesn't get rewarded.
What a beautiful shot, though.
That's unlucky and could find Ray's Creek.
I don't know if it's unlucky. What if he'd flown past there?
You're saying his
Come
next
on,
shot?
make this.
You know, we haven't heard much about Ray's Creek.
No. Well, we can't hear the telecast.
He made it.
Wow.
But it hasn't come into play. I don't think
Cabrera holds on.
Have we seen anybody hit it in?
Still 8
short
under.
on 13. I don't think.
I have not.
I think we did yesterday. Someone rolled one in.
You're right, though.
Maybe Friday.
Cabrera 1 under for the day. None of the other players.
Poor Snedeker. He's got to be kicking himself.
Day is 1 under on the day. Scott's even. Leishman is 1
What's
under
tough
the day.
what's tough is the Schneider is playing with Cabrera, and Cabrera is just so solid. He's so solid, and the Schneider is now missing putts. What do you do during commercials? What do you do? Look at this guy with a nice thing and a birthday cake.
Oh no, we don't talk about the commercials.
Well, commercials are only a minute long, as you know.
Yeah, but there's 3 or 4 of them. So how do you pass the time?
There's always stuff to talk about.
Let's hear something.
I take a little break when you call in.
Do you?
Yeah.
You kind of went away and thought I'd carry it for the next 8 hours? Jesus Christ. This is the most fucked up group of people I've ever been with, because you don't really have a rhythm going. Norm is speaking at a high level softly. I don't understand. It's like a yelling golf announcer is what he's doing. He's way up there in the pitch, and you guys are taking a break.
That's what we should do during the commercials. The critique
of the group.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing I really like is seeing Norm eat during the podcast. I've never seen that from a host. His cheeks were full like a chipmunk. I don't know what the fuck he was eating, but he would eat, and he was talking and eating, and didn't even care about it.
Well, I like to, the golfers always eat a banana.
I know, but you're not golfing. You're not moving. You're sitting on your ass for 8 hours. You don't need a banana. What, you need potassium?
Well, the interesting thing about what fell out.
Are you okay?
I'm all right.
Watch this shot from Cabrera. Watch this shot from Cabrera.
Angel Cabrera safe and
magnificent. He's playing smart and safe.
He's playing as safe as a player can do to
Did you
lose
see him?
a
Did
tournament.
you see him? Did you see him look left there to see if the police were there? He can't get that out of his system.
No, you're right. He was in the woods on 8. He was in the woods on 10. Both times he just took his medicine, played it safe.
Yeah.
I know.
Didn't make it worse.
Brilliant shots. Now watch the Schned, man. He could go into Race Creek.
Well, Snedeker is going to go for the pin.
No, he's not.
Well, we'll see.
If he goes for the pin, it could be all over. Look at his caddy. When did he get out of jail?
When did he get
The bespectacled guy?
No, he's got beard and fucking, he's just in prison or something.
He's got a lot of...
This looks like a very good shot by
That's an
Gay.
amazing
Look at
shot.
that
He's
sand
already hauled
shot.
one out of a bunker today for eating.
Oh,
That's
my
right.
God, is that beautiful. Halt
You know
the
who we have to
plane.
thank for
Stop
that?
the
Mother
strafing.
Nature.
He
With
just
the
called a
rain.
halt to the strafing. Did you say that? Did you see what he did?
Yep.
You see that signal? No more strafing for a minute, he said. How about that play? Now
Chad
watch
Drew
this.
has just told us that the rain is coming into play now and holding that ball.
All right, watch the Schned. It's a good shot. It's off to the left, though, it looks like.
We're going right at the pin.
Oh, my God, right at what a beautiful
Norm has an
shot.
uncanny ability to...
What a beautiful shot.
Did you hear what Jeff Martin just said?
Yeah, I ignored it. What about his caddy, that Schned man? That guy's either mentally ill or he's a prisoner. I think he might have snuck him out.
Well, he has a lot of sweat, it looks like, on his hat band.
Yeah, and he stopped his beard a little below the ears. Look at the Tiger. It's 400. I want him to get 5 right now.
Can Tiger Woods put some pressure on him?
Staring it down.
No, terrible.
Oh,
that mound.
Oh, it's going
Terrible.
out on the ground.
Terrible.
We were talking about that an hour ago.
Now, Super Dave, having played that, do you think number 14 is one of the most difficult greens on the course? That's a yes.
Listen. He's so annoying. Adam
We
Scott.
couldn't hear what you said. It was something
I know, and I
complimentary.
couldn't hear what you said. Okay.
Oh, wow, he blew it past the trees.
He's actually in very good shape, though.
Yeah, but I don't care about him anymore.
Did you hear what Chad Drew asked you about playing Augusta the 14th? And
No, because you're break up because your stupid transmission.
Well, he said is the 14th very difficult hole to play.
Now that was, look at this draw by Leishman. Oh, that's textbook. That's impressive.
Isn't that beautiful with all the colors of the flowers and everything?
It's really nice.
Did you see the guy from Augusta with the green jacket? Welcome everybody, the president. Wouldn't it be great if he had a KKK hood on instead of the green jacket? And they just let him do that. Welcome everybody to Augusta. We're proud to have you watching, and we're proud to be here, and we're proud to have everyone at this golf course as long as you're white. We haven't had a Jew here in years, and we've never felt better about it, I have to tell you. And as far as blacks go, Tiger's okay, but that'll about do it. We're not interested in many more than that. We want you to watch the program and enjoy all the sweets. Good luck and have a great Masters.
Of course, Super Dave just joking about all that.
Sergio missed.
This all comes under the heading of good fun.
We're the ones whose actual names are on our driver's licenses.
Who is this guy playing with Sergio?
That's Mark.
Oh, that's the guy. No, it isn't.
Is it Bo
the
Van
guy
Pelt?
that made the hole in one or whatever he made.
That's Bo Van Pelt.
Bo Van Pelt, yeah. Okay, this guy needs a bogey. The Duke of Hazard, whatever his name is. He got it.
The Great Dane.
Thor, boy, you know what? You ought to pick one name. There's too many names there. Thor, Bjorn, Olsen. The hell is he? And look at his caddy.
Here is Angel Cabrera for the long birdie, and this has 3-putt written all over it.
Oh my God, it's good. No, it's not. It's short, but it's beautiful. He's playing safe, great golf is what he's doing. He just heard a gunshot.
You know what they say about playing safe?
What?
I don't know.
What have they said?
It's dangerous. It's dangerous.
You know, they have a, I'm not going to bring this subject up, but it's just scary as hell.
It's dangerous to play safe.
No, it isn't. Not when you're playing the Schned.
Staniker for birdie. He's 5 under?
Yeah, he's...
How far is he back?
He's made a couple of bogeys.
Good. He missed the birdie.
He's not making
Read back.
The Schned missed the birdie.
What's happening?
He bogeyed 10 and 11.
Oh, hey, did you see what he said? Shit.
Well, there's only 6 holes to go. How far is Cabrera up?
By 2. Over Day, Leishman,
Watch
and
Tiger.
Scott.
Watch this shot. Look at that.
Look at this.
Look at that shot. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? God almighty, is he unbelievable.
That's the 14th green, Super Dave. Is that probably the hardest green on the golf course?
Yes. Is he magnificent? Is he magnificent?
All right.
He's great.
Great birdie by Jason Day.
Yeah, he's right back in the
pull within 1, right?
Wow.
Yeah, he's right there.
Jason
He's right
Day
there.
has it to within 1.
This guy can play.
This is an amazing shot.
Yep.
Guys
really
put it in the
is.
water from there.
It really is an unbelievable shot.
Well, he was helped out by Mother Nature.
Right.
What?
The green's softening up.
I'm
going to take a few looks at this one.
Look at this. This goes in.
That was not today, by the way.
It was earlier today.
It's earlier today.
Earlier today, yes.
Is he on auto-tune?
How can you be so misinformed?
It sounds like I wish he was on auto-tune.
Yeah.
Chad Drew says it sounds like you're on auto-tune, Super Dave.
Or break up. I can't say anymore.
The connection's bad. We're missing these compliments.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't either. What does it cost to get a decent connection in today's world?
Oh, there he is.
I don't know. I mean, everything is wired up. Why do you have a bad connection?
Oh man, it's
you're breaking up. Your explanation of the bad connection is breaking up. Do you know how annoying that is? And don't answer me in the announcer voice.
Do we know how what that is? You broke up.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Rub my nose in it. Just push my face in it.
Rub your what?
I'll keep it up. You found a runner. Now you can really work it.
I can do what with it?
What? I can do what with it? What? What'd you say?
Oh, we heard you there.
That's like a 2-year-old repeating what you're saying. It's the same game.
How old was it that was repeating it?
It's the same game you play in school until you get the shit beat out of you by a bully. You know what I mean?
I do.
Hey, there's Ray's Creek. Where is Ray? You know what they gotta call it is Ray's Cock. For no reason other than to just add some fun to this broadcast.
Well, Mark Leishman will try to add some fun to the broadcast.
Oh, God almighty. God almighty. You are just a joy. I'd never heard you talk like this, ever. Oh, terrible.
That's not good.
Mark's upset. He's got his boobs going today, but it's in a black shirt. Come on. Oh, Tiger for par.
Let's talk about you now. Let me ask you something.
Yes,
Another guy from Canada has come and invaded show business here in the United States.
With an acerbic wit.
So many funny guys come out of Canada. What is it about Canada that produces all these comedians? What do you think it is?
I don't know, because when I'm in Canada, no one's funny.
You think it's the long, dark, cold winters? You just had to find something to laugh about?
We don't have dark winters. We don't live in the Arctic Circle.
But they're long, aren't they?
They're long and cold, and they're cold.
And really cold.
Yeah, they're cold.
So when you're a kid up in Canada...
I don't want to put too fine a point on it, but they're cold.
Yeah.
You said this is the coldest you've ever been. You're Canadian, so are you okay with this?
I've been colder than this. I've been colder than a vampire's...
Go on.
That's like
We're
an
waiting.
8 a.m. joke.
We can do it at 7:19. The stage is yours.
Are you drunk? Because all you did was ride a cooler and you're sweating.
I am. Well, it's hot it's hotter than a $2
Well, he's
pistol
got like
in here.
12 layers on.
Yeah,
I think.
I thought it was going to be really cold.
Well, you're from Canada. This should be springtime for you.
No, I know I'm from Canada, but I'm still a human being. Like it's not like you evolved differently. I'm from the frozen north.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets colder than a. It gets colder than a.
Here it comes. Get your finger on the panic button.
No, it gets colder than a vampire's demeanor.
Okay, that's better. Wow. Surprisingly cerebral.
One time I kissed Relic.
The beachcombers?
Yeah.
Were you on a ferry or?
No, that Indian guy from the show gave me some bad heroin.
That's not true.
No.
You made that up.
I didn't make that part up, but I did have a long kiss with Relic.
For a show or just party?
Yeah, no, I was supposed to be on the Beachcombers.
Right, that would have been awesome. With Jackson Davies, too?
Yeah. And turns out I was never going to be on the Beachcombers, and I was just going to be in Relic's hotel room.
What, were you in Vancouver?
Yeah, I was in Vancouver, and I'm like, this is going to be the greatest. I'm going to be, I was supposed to be like the new breed of the beachcomber and everything. That's what Relic said.
So this is a next generation beachcomber thing?
Exactly.
Okay.
Beachcomber, the next generation. Relic was supposed to be the executive producer, and he'd make occasional appearances. This is what he told me in his hotel room.
Come on. This didn't happen.
No, it didn't happen.
Okay. I got to read this book. Sean,
hey, I should put that in the book.
You should. I know there's a couple generations maybe between you two as comedians. Looking at
a couple.
Watching Norm over the years and some of the characters, what's it like being alongside one of the best?
Oh, it's great. I mean, I love Dirty Work, and I love Saturday Night Live. And then I worked with Norm. He was my boss, my first boss in Los Angeles.
Yeah, Sean's awesome, man. Future of comedy. If you show this clip like 10, 20 years from now, you're going to go, who's that old guy talking about? Who the hell is Relic?
Oh, I love that
I'll
story.
be like Relic, and he'll be like me, like 20 years. When you look at this in the vault. In Canada, it's different. Like here in the States, you vote for the president, maybe you vote for the wrong guy, a war happens.
Right.
In Canada, it's not like that. You go, like, what's the big thing? Should they make that bridge?
Right. That's the biggest.
Yeah. So it doesn't really matter. So it's,
It's too much
we're
pressure.
very inconsequential, Canada.
Yeah.
The last time I performed here at the Just for Laughs Gala was 25 years ago, and I did so well, they invited me back. So that was nice. I love Montreal, my God, and call me an eternal optimist, but I really believe in my heart that this is the year that the Expos are finally going to win it all. Montreal, famous for a lot of things, one of them being the greatest strip clubs in all of the world. Yeah. Last night, are you aware of Club Super Sex? Yeah, so last night I went to Club Super Sex. I chose the soup. Big mistake. Hey, big election coming up, and in Canada, this is the difference in elections in America and Canada, is elections in America mean something. You vote for the wrong motherfucker, the world blows up. I don't need that on my hands. Whereas Canada, it's always like, well, what's your view on the bridge? I say keep as it is. I don't think they need to clean that up. That's fine. It was easy when I was young to vote because it was simply, you just didn't vote for the French guy. It couldn't have been an easier choice. As a matter of fact, I almost feel like coming back this fall just as an homage to my late father and not vote for Trudeau. My dad did not like Trudeau. Trudeau was my hero, though. I loved him, And since I've come back, I've been watching the news and everything. I've been seeing Justin, And I thought, by God, this Justin kid, he must be brilliant because his father was Pierre Elliott Trudeau. But then I forgot, he's got a mother. So that's kind of evens everything out. What's also different in American and Canadian elections? In America, you get to vote for the President of the United States, and in Canada, you vote for some motherfucker who lived down the street. And you're riding. Whatever the hell that is. So then, that guy, he goes to the House of Parliament, and he's like, oh, wow, this is big. And then the speaker's like, all right, well, what are we going to talk about? Anybody want to bring an issue? And then your guy's like, yeah, I just, our bridge ain't looking too good. The speaker's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I go, no, I'll sit down. Sorry about that, I'm scared of letting go.
go. I'm scared of letting go, go, go. I'm scared of letting go, go, go. I'm scared of letting go of everything. Scared of letting go.
Thank you and good evening. I'm Norm Macdonald, and I could not be more excited to be here. You know, when I was asked to host the Canadian Screen Awards, I called my good friend Chris Rock, and I said to him, I've got some great news, Chris. I'm going to Canada. And he said, I've got some great news, too. I'm hosting the Oscars. What are you doing in Canada? And I said, you know, visiting some family, friends. The usual. We're coming to you live from Toronto, or as you cost-cutting location scouts call it, New York City. Never has there been such an assembly of great Canadian talent in a single location that did not have to be Zamboni'd first. Tonight, the CSAs are being seen in over 50 countries. Isn't that exciting? Oh, wait, I'm sorry. No, wait. I misread that. 50 counties. And a couple of regional municipalities. We are here to celebrate nominees for their wonderful work in Canadian cinema and television, which is a lot like celebrating the Northern Lights. You probably haven't seen them, but you've heard they're amazing. We have a lot to celebrate in our industry. Amongst the TV shows nominated tonight are Amazing Race Canada, Big Brother Canada, Master Chef Canada. Where do they come up with these ideas? But it's been a wonderful year for Canada. It's been a especially great year for one little guy, one adorable little Canadian youngster who's already accomplished so much. Of course, you know who I'm talking about, Justin Trudeau. Hasn't he had a wonderful year? It's been a busy weekend getting here. We lost an hour. As you know, daylight savings time went into effect last night. I give it 6 months. Well, we're going to start the show, but I was... It hasn't started yet. You didn't know. I saw a wild look of alarm cross your eyes. But I was backstage yesterday, and we were doing rehearsals, and I asked, what is the statuette called? And they said, it's called the Canadian Screen Award. And I said, well, that seems kind of dull. Like, what? That's the name of the award? And they said, well, we've been bandying around different names, but none of, they said in Canada it takes a long time to get stuff done and stuff. But one of them they mentioned was the Candy. And I think John Candy, I mean, who doesn't love John Candy? So, of course, the statuette should be called the Candies. So what I'm asking you to do is, if you are a presenter, ignore the teleprompter and say, the candy goes to. And if you are lucky enough to win one, go, I won a candy. What do you think of that? Can you go along with that? Excellent. That would make us a better nation. I am not here to upbraid. However, I think I made it quite clear that these awards should be referred to as the Candies. A 9-year-old child knew. Are you so burdened with this preposterous technology So I would like not to see that again. You know, backstage I was thinking how different things are since I moved to the United States. You know, now I'm in the United States. One thing I've noticed about films, I don't like foreign films anymore. You know? They're all like artsy, kind of not my cup of tea. But when I grew up in Ottawa, by God, I loved foreign films. You know, Star Wars, Smokey and the Bandit. Do you remember that one? Here to present our next award, the Candy. And this will be the end of my upbraiding, I hope. George St. Kitts and the Candy Band. Who can take a sunrise? Come on, guys. Sprinkle it, but they can't. Well, whatever. Well, our next presenters are political people. And it made me think, because I was just told Cape Breton Island, I don't know if you know this, but they are offering sanctuary to anyone that lives in America after Trump is elected president by a landslide. And I agree with this in principle, but why Cape Breton Island? I mean, can't I just flee to Toronto? Do I have to leave the fucking planet? I mean, I just go to Baffin Island while I'm at it. All right, now welcome to the stage, two Canadians. Oh, the Candies are going great so far, aren't they? I would like to say to Eugene Levy that there's no reason to be ashamed of your son. My son only this morning punched me in the chest really hard. Listen, I have some good news. I just found out that all of you here tonight will be getting a swag bag. Yeah. Just like the Oscars. I haven't seen one yet, but why don't we take a look and see what you're getting? I'm going to call Megan, our golden girl, out. Megan, our golden girl? Hi, Megan. Come on out here. Ah, you brought the swag bag. Yes, can you hold it open? And then I'll take things out of the swag bag. What do we have here? A loose pancake. What else we got here, Megan? We got, oh, this looks cool. It's a CD, you know what they are, of Nelly Furtado singing all the national anthems. Torn from today's headlines. See what else we have. Oh, we have this. Ah, yes, this. This is a bottle of Eau de John Cherry Cologne. It's for the gentleman in the audience. Now, what else do we have? Hopefully something a little funnier than the last one. Here. We have a 30-minute massage from producer Robert Lantos. Don't try to go for 50. You only can hit 30. And then what else do we have here? Oh, a curling stone. You know what these are made of? I always took them for granite. Last time I take a joke from Martin Short. All right. Megan, just do some house cleaning here. Having a hand for Megan, our Golden Globe. Natural mistake. All right. Listen, guys. For some reason, I've been told to stretch. So, oh, I've never tried that before. The show's over, folks. Good night. But for the first candies, respect, peace.
Norm and I were hanging out in his office one day playing a game where he had words and you had to do an impression of somebody saying the same sentence. And he did Burt Reynolds doing it. And we go, oh, well, there we go. So how can we get Burt Reynolds on TV?
And then one time I was talking to Burt Reynolds and he said he wanted to come on the show while I was doing Celebrity Jeopardy and then punch me in the face and take over. And then he'd be even stupider. But then I got fired, so he couldn't do it.
Oh, okay. The sketch that you got on the air, and you say in your book, hey, you know, I didn't originate this sketch. I kind of stole this sketch with permission. But the famous Jeopardy bit.
Yes, Jeopardy sketch.
Where you played Burt Reynolds, and you say Will Ferrell was key to that sketch because he played such a great Jeopardy host.
Yes.
But that thing was one of the most popular sketches, and you pitched that, but you admit in your memoir that, hey, that's something I got from SCTV.
Yeah.
And I waited till Martin Short was a guest on the show, and I pitched it and said, can we do the Jeopardy thing?
Yeah. They did a sketch on SCTV when I was a child called Halfwits, and it was, Alex Trebek was in the sketch because he was a Canadian. And it was... it was just these kids. It was when two schools would fight each other, and so it was real stupid. So I always loved that show, and I said, Celebrity Jeopardy, they always ask such easy questions, and the celebrities are all so stupid. It would be great to do it. Unfortunately, they've already done it, and I feel like I shouldn't just steal a sketch.
Right.
So when Mr. Short came to do the show, who later became my friend, I said, who wrote that sketch? And he said, Eugene Levy. And I said, maybe we could phone him, and
get permission.
And so he said, yeah, we'll do a conference call. And I said, no, I'll phone, I'm a man,
Yeah.
So I phoned Eugene Levy, and I asked him, I told him the whole sketch. I said how much I loved the first one, and I asked permission, and he was kind enough to give it to me.
There was no better show than SCTV. That was unbelievable,
God,
right?
It was amazing.
Unbelievable.
Why does Turd Ferguson? Why does Burt Reynolds hate Alex Trebek?
What's funny is I wrote that sketch because on Saturday Night Live you have to do impressions once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't do impressions, But I do like 4 or 5 guys from when I was a kid that I liked, Like Letterman I liked, so I could do an impression of him. And when I was a little kid, Burt Reynolds used to be on The Tonight Show, and he was like the funniest guy ever. So I wanted to do Burt Reynolds, but I couldn't figure out how to put him in anything.
Right.
And so I wrote the sketch Celebrity Jeopardy so I could do my Burt Reynolds. And then when it comes time to tape it, like Lauren... told Costume to have a white hair for me and a white beard, and I'm like, no, Lauren, I don't do Burt Reynolds. I do Burt Reynolds from the 1970s from Smoking the Bandit.
Because that didn't make sense either. Nobody knew why. Why was it 70s?
I know, it made no sense. But it's funny, like you say, Turd Ferguson, because on one of them I go, Burt Reynolds goes, that's not my name, to Alex Trebek, and he forces himself to be called Turd Ferguson. He forces Alex Trebek to call him Turd Ferguson.
Right.
So anyway, somehow that caught on with some people. So still to this day, like sometimes I'll be walking down the street and a guy will go, "Hey, Turd!" And then I go, "Thank you," and then everyone else goes, "What?
What is going on?
What kind of universe is this?" He was the same guy who told me I wanted Burt Reynolds on the show, and he was like, "Oh, you don't want him. He's crazy." And I'm like, "No, I don't want you. I want him." I kind of wanted a crazy guy, which is what I wanted to talk to you a little bit about.
Oh, yeah. Burt
was
Reynolds,
this notion of crazy. Yeah.
Burt Reynolds.
But he's
I remember
funny.
one time he caught his hair on fire when he was over.
On the lot.
Yeah, he was he came over and he had caught his hair on fire. I don't know how. They're like, "Oh, you better go to the doctor. You've got a big friggin' hole in your scalp."
Because Roseanne's show was on the Radford, along with Seinfeld and Evening Shade. And I remember hearing a story, all his stories about Burt. And he'd go on his hiatus, he'd go away and hire people for the show. And then people would show up, quit their job, and in whatever bar he just found them in.
That's great.
And they'd come and go, we're ready to work. And he'd go, what? And they'd just pay him off. And the guy'd have to go home. But can you imagine that? Like you're in your little town and Burt Reynolds shows up at your candy store and offers you a job.
That's kind of, what was he thinking?
I don't know. But I think he had some, you were talking about you had OCD. He must have had some crazy stuff. Hey, you worked with Burt Reynolds.
Yes, I did work
on
with
the
Burt Reynolds.
TV show. Right?
Yeah, on Evening Shade, yeah.
Do you have any crazy Burt Reynolds stories?
No, not really, because, Burt, Burt had some wild times and everything. For some reason, he kind of took me under his wing, and he always liked me, and he actually helped me a lot in the beginning. And he was Harry Thomason and Linda Bloodworth Thomason, who ran that show, and another show I was on with them. Them and Burt are real big, were real big helps to me, early on. And he was always really good to me. He did hit me one time live in front of an audience, and I couldn't breathe and I couldn't say my lines.
Slap?
He hit me with an open hand, but in the lung, and he's got arms like Popeye, his big forearms. And in the thing, I'm supposed to hit him. I'm supposed to slap him on the back and say something which pisses him off or whatever. And I come out there before the live audience, and when we rehearsed it, he said, "I'm an old stunt man, so hit me as hard as you can." And I guess I hit him really hard because his natural reaction, I guess, was to hit me in the lung, and I couldn't talk, and they had to sort of suspend the big show for a few minutes while I got my breath back. But other than that, yeah, he was always really good to me.
I always try to get him. Like whenever I had anything, I go get Burt Reynolds. Like he'd be the coolest. And then people go, no, you don't want to work with him. He's crazy. And then I go, no, I do want to work with him. I don't want to fucking work with you. Yeah, right. like crazy seems like such a dismissive. Don't you think like people have been denied work and shit just because people go, that guy's crazy?
Yeah.
And it has no meaning to it really. Yeah. It usually means creative to me or something.
That's right.
Or he's difficult. Who wants to work with some fucking simpleton?
Right.
You know what I mean? I met Burt Reynolds though, which was an amazing.
Was he pissed? Because he doesn't have a big sense of humor, does he?
You know what Burt Reynolds loves to do is slap you in the face really hard.
He's like one of those masculine guys. He's punching you.
But no, he was real nice to me, and
did he slap you?
He told me really funny stories. He told me he was in Deliverance, which I loved. He said, I used to do my own gags. Gags, I guess, are like stunts. He was a stunt man. Yeah. And so he said, they had this gag, and where I went over a waterfall.
And what, a car or something?
No, he just fell. This was
he just falls off a waterfall.
This was like Deliverance. They were in the middle of
right.
So he says, I'll do the fall. We don't need a stuntman. Frankenheimer says, no, we need a stuntman. He goes, nah, we don't want that. He goes, okay, well, we'll just use a dummy. We'll just throw a dummy over,
Yeah.
And he goes, no. So Frankenheimer's idea was just to throw a dummy over, and Burt Reynolds said, no, absolutely, I'm going to do it myself. So Burt Reynolds says he does it, and he said he did, he said some term I'm not familiar with, I do a half bike or something like that. He said his shoulder immediately hit a rock, then his head hit another rock. And then he said, the next thing he remembers, he's way downstream, all his clothes had been torn off him. And he looked up and he was just like in shock, right? The next thing he remembers, he's waking up in a hospital. John Frankenheimer is at his bedside. And he goes, then I said to John, how'd it look, on the daily? And John Frankenheimer said it looked like a dummy falling off a platform. So that made me laugh.
So he does have a good sense of humor.
He has a very good sense of humor.
And did Burt smack you around a couple of times just to show you where it was at?
So what was the first sketch that you ever got on, or what was the first written material that you ever got on the show?
I wrote a sketch for the first show because Burt Reynolds had just was on Larry King Live and was kind of famous at the time that because he was in a contentious divorce with Lonnie Anderson, and he was wearing this crazy purple suit on Larry King Live, and he announced, I will, Lonnie Anderson is lying, and
I will get her on this show with you, Larry, and we'll both take truth serum. And I was like, truth serum? What? Is that even a real thing? So it was so funny. And then so I wrote a sketch where they both drank, like from beakers of truth serum, you know. And Lauren did not care for it. It opened the show, you know. It was like a big hit at the table. What's his name did Burt Reynolds? Phil Hartman. It was Phil Hartman and Jan Hooks. And it just, the next week, Lauren like pointed to it as the example of what we should not be doing on the show. He said it was just he calls things Carol Burnettish, you know, which is the ultimate insult. He said it was just the most Carol Burnettish type of sketch. But I didn't know what I was doing. I don't know. And he let me do it. It got all the way to the air. He chose it, and he put it on first. Not my fault.
I know the end is day. Nobody's gonna change. You won't ever leave. On my mind again. I'm still not tired of it. Can make you want me. And I might act okay. Say things will stay the same. Say them all.
I love the Burt Reynolds impression you do. So a bit about A, like the genesis of it. B, has Burt, have you met Burt? Has he commented? And just while I have this, over the 41 years of SNL, I'm wondering, besides Farley, going back to day one, who are the players that really you most admire and maybe shaped anything?
Well, when I was a kid, I liked, my favorite was Dan Aykroyd about 9 Miles. And I always wondered why Chevy was the star, because I thought, God damn, Dan Aykroyd can do anybody, and he's so funny and stuff. And the reason I wanted to do Burt Reynolds, because I loved him when I was a kid. I don't really do impressions, but guys who I really like, I can do. And guys that are funny, it's kind of a cheat, but, you know, you do an impression of them, and then you're funny because they're funny. Do you know what I mean? So I always used to watch him on the Tonight Show, and I said, I gotta give him a sketch. So then I stole this sketch called Halfwits from Second City, and I turned that into Celebrity Jeopardy, and I felt really bad for stealing the sketch. And so I waited until Mark Short was coming on, and I said, Martin, can I do this sketch? You know, I stole it from Halfwits. And then he said, oh, I didn't write it, Eugene Levy wrote it. And I had to phone Eugene Levy and ask him, and he was a gentleman about it and said that I could do it. But then when I did it, you know, Lauren picks out the wardrobe, and he had like this gray hair and gray beard and stuff. And I was like, no, I want to play it like from the 70s. It's kind of odd, but all the time I did it, nobody ever commented. And the 3 celebrities, one of them was from 50 years ago. Oh, Burt, yeah, no, I met him, and goddamn, that guy was funny. He just told me the funniest stories. And yeah, he said he wanted to, this is a story to him. He said, you know, he kid all these girls when he was young, you know, he was so handsome and everything. He said one time he was in a hotel, and there's this beautiful blonde, and she said, like, just come up to my room, you know, and have a lot of sex. So he goes up to her room, and they're kissing on the bed and stuff, and then he said she whispered in his ear, and she said, I'll be right back. I have to take a dump. So she ran away. Most of us would run away, but he could just get the next girl and
The actor who appeared in commercials for many years as the Marlboro Man has died of lung cancer. Asked if he contracted the disease by smoking, a spokesperson for the tobacco industry responded by saying, "What's that behind you?" then ran away. The U.S. Tobacco Company has announced that between now and December 31, it will donate a portion of its sales, at least $1 million, to the National Volunteer Fire Council. In return, U.S. Tobacco asked that for the rest of the year, everyone pretend that cigarettes don't cause cancer. According to newly released confidential memos, presidents of the nation's largest tobacco companies decided as early as 1964 that cigarettes should contain increasingly higher and higher levels of nicotine. Asked to comment, a spokesman for the tobacco industry said, "Really, that's interesting." Then got plastic surgery and moved to France. A new study funded by tobacco giant Philip Morris claims that the nicotine in cigarettes may actually help prevent Alzheimer's disease. Executives at Philip Morris caution that the study is not conclusive, but just to be safe, everyone on Earth should start smoking. Earlier this year, the Liga Group paid out more than $750 million in a court settlement when it was admitted that its cigarettes are addictive. And this week, the tobacco company unveiled its new warning label. It reads, "Warning, don't try to sue us, we don't have any money left." The FDA has approved a drug used for antidepressant to help people quit smoking cigarettes. Although it should be noted, the drug is crack, so... Richard Thomas of Chicago is taking a novel approach to getting his wife Sally to quit smoking. He is suing her in U.S. District Court, asking a judge to order her to quit. Legal experts say that considering all factors, Mr. Thomas actually has a very good chance of never having sex with his wife again. According to new medical studies, exposure to secondhand smoke dramatically increases a non-smoker's risk of getting heart disease and lung cancer. Jubilant tobacco company executives say the study proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that non-smoking can kill you. That one wasn't very good, but try to laugh anyway, because it helps Farley have a little rest. The most restrictive smoking ban in the nation took effect this week in New York, and already the city has gained over 9,000 pounds. Well, the Learning Annex in New York is offering a new course to teach women how to smoke cigars. The fee to enroll in the class is $100. The fee to watch the class is $200. A new study says that people who quit smoking have healthier lungs. Yet another groundbreaking story from the pages of the medical journal, Duh. A recent consumer poll showed that Hershey is America's favorite company, while Philip Morris is America's least favorite. In the middle, the company that makes chocolate cigarettes. Right in the middle. Postal authorities removed a cigarette from a photo of blues artist Robert Johnson to help dignify the musician in a new stamp they've issued in his honor. This isn't the first time the post office has altered a photograph. In fact, the original photo used on the Elvis stamp was based on this photo. King enjoying a hoagie.
Get off me! Get off me! I'm the real Annie! Get off me, you fat bastard! Get off me, you fat bastard!
Oh, that was fun, wasn't it?
Craig used to be on a show called The Drew Carey Show.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And you did the show right next door. You had the Norm Macdonald show right next door.
And then I remember you were like, we had trailers, and I'd always be in my trailer. I like to go to my trailer and smoke cigarettes.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And then you'd be in your trailer, and you'd be writing movies, and then directing movies, and then you'd be writing books.
Yeah. It was because I was trying to not smoke.
But people are waylaid by your laid-back image. They don't realize what a furnace of ambition you are.
Hey, that's true. I am. I zig when they zag. That's what it is. Listen, it's good. You don't smoke anymore. You look like healthy. You
no, I quit smoking. Yeah, I read that on the side of the thing.
What did you say? It's dangerous?
It can kill you.
No.
Yeah, I realized like I was smoking all the time, and it's like you smoke and you don't even get high. And
well, you can't. They're not mutually exclusive. You can get high and smoke. It's not like you have to make a choice.
No, I'm saying the cigarettes do not.
Get you high.
Yeah.
Well, you can. There's a substance you can put in them though if you want.
Oh yeah, no, I don't do drugs or alcohol. Or
Neither do I.
You used to be. I thought you were alcoholic.
Gosh, Norm.
Tom has drank for as long as I've known him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I drink, yeah. I'm starting to smoke, too.
You've started smoking?
I'm starting now. I'm just starting.
It's harder than you think.
Yeah.
You should probably start with a patch.
Yeah. No, I actually started with the e-cigarettes.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, I was smoking those for the last couple of months.
I think you actually were.
Yeah, and then gradually built up sort of an addiction to the nicotine.
So you work backwards.
But, yeah.
Do you think we stop saying N-rig, which means, or N-rich, or nigger-rich, or nigger-rig, which were terms that some people are going, were they terms? Because, well, it's a fine. Or do you think we just shouldn't use people?
What'd they say when you, hey, stop with that joint there, you're getting spit on it.
So, no, hold on a second. So most people would say that we stopped those things because it was egregious.
Yes.
I know what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I know.
And so you have to say,
another example.
All afternoon, as we do this, you've been playing on and off with a cigarette. Do you smoke?
I quit smoking a year ago.
Good for you.
Thank you. You quit smoking.
Yeah.
And when you smoked at the Tomorrow Show,
we puffed. We didn't smoke. We puffed.
You probably caused many children to start smoking.
So you hold a cigarette and you never light it?
Yes, it helps me. I have an oral fixation, the doctors tell me. That never. I'm like Beretta.
Are you doing this to be a funny thing, or do you really have to kind of
I'm doing
feel?
It. No, I feel that I have an oral fixation. You know about that.
I don't have that, by the way.
If it's
I don't
not
like
this, I go straight. You don't like sucking cock?
I don't like sucking cock. I mean, I have done it.
Yeah, I wouldn't like it. You know why I wouldn't like it?
Why?
Aren't those animals, like inside the cum? Like I remember
the sperm. You mean?
Yeah. So to me, like it's a bunch of animals and stuff.
Take me on a journey. Take me far away from this life. I'd leave it in a hurry. Let's run away before morning light.
Okay, since nicotine is such an addictive drug, do you think someday you'll have to have a prescription to buy a pack of cigarettes?
Well, they always bring up the Constitution and talk about how we should still have the right to a militia and all that. But let's face facts, this country was built on tobacco growers. So, if you're going to start changing, if you're not going to change one thing because it comes from way back then, you can't change this either. There are farmers out there who make a living. Tobacco is one of the crops that got this country going. So, no, I don't think they'll ever make it illegal.
Yeah, no, they shouldn't make it illegal. I know.
I think Norm's backing me up on that. What motivated you to quit?
Well, I guess I read this thing about how it was like a phallic symbol, and my doctor went in. He said, you probably have an oral fixation, which you know what that means. Let's not kid ourselves, right? So that's why I always smoke like cigarettes instead of cigars, because if I'm gonna have I like a little white thin cock, you know?
Are we back to cocks again, huh? I go away to Ohio, Middletown, the center of the universe, to take a nice clean call, and then I space out. I'm thinking, I can't listen to Norm for a second. I gotta get a time cue here. I come back and you're talking about having a thin white cock in your...
I don't have a thin white cock. In my cock, you mean?
No.
In my mouth. No, you misunderstand. What I'm saying is this. I'm just saying...
Don't make the mistake of thinking I fucking listen to you.
I just want to make it clear about that cock thing. I was just saying, if I ever was gay, if they suddenly made it mandatory or something, then I would choose the smallest cock, and I would like a guy that came fast. I don't know. I thought the subject was cock.
No, cocks is next week.
I'm sorry. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does. Norm Macdonald, ladies and gentlemen.
The only guy I can really do is Richard Nixon.
Well, that's you're over. Yeah, I see that.
But I can do an exact Richard Nixon.
Okay.
And I can only do one thing.
Okay.
But he's being interviewed by David Frost.
Right.
And they made a movie where they pretended David Frost.
Yes, Frost
won,
Nixon.
but in the real tapes, Nixon won. Clearly.
Right.
But anyways, it was very funny because Nixon would use the ridiculousness of Watergate against his interlocutor.
Right.
And so at one point, David Frost says now when Howard Hunt and G. Gordon Liddy broke into the Watergate Hotel, they were wearing wigs and listening devices. And Richard Nixon goes, well, I suppose you could say they were wearing listening devices, or perhaps you'd call them hearing devices. And wigs. That's the only thing I can do.
That's the greatest thing I've ever seen.
So what I was going to ask you to do, the Nixon Watergate, I have to hear that again.
I would do it because I love doing Nixon so much. David Frost is interviewing Richard Nixon.
Right.
Because Watergate was so ridiculous, Nixon would use that for his own benefit. So at one point, David Frost goes, now, Mr. Nixon, when E. Howard Hunt and Gordon Liddy entered the Watergate Hotel and broke into the room, at that moment, they were carrying listening devices and wigs. Richard Nixon goes, well, I suppose that they were carrying listening devices. Perhaps you could call them hearing devices. And wigs. Never stop work, but that might be a blessing.
I won't stop work.
You're going to retire.
No, I won't retire.
As Nixon said, drink too little, think too much.
Is that a Nixon quote? All right.
Yeah. Well, he said the unhappiest people he knew.
Oh, that makes sense.
He said people think it's wonderful to get a car, but and if you had 2 cars, wouldn't it be wonderful if you had a golf membership? Well, wouldn't that be the greatest thing ever? But for those of us that know, the unhappiest people I know are the ones that drink too little. I mean, drink too much, think too little, play too much bridge. Anyways, we're straying.
What's that from? Is that from a David Frost interview?
Yes.
Cool.
God damn, I wish I had a time machine
to see that action.
Yeah, no, to take back my question.
Thought you were going to say to murder Hitler.
I would not. People always fucking want to murder Hitler with their time machine, right? But then I feel if I got back there, I'd be afraid of falling under the spell of his fucking beautiful eyes.
It's true.
An oratory, and
then
then
locked in the gaze.
Yeah, and then I join the fucking party,
That's
knowing
his
me.
thing. He gives you his full attention. You're like, whoa, wait a minute. Maybe there's
Norm,
something to
I mean-
this guy.
No, but before you ask another serious
Believe it
question,
or
we
not,
gotta
they're
move
telling
on.
us to wrap it up. I don't exactly
I
know
want
why
to.
you got
This is fun for everyone.
It's the
For the
Lonely
record,
Island, guys.
I would have killed Hitler. So thanks, gentlemen.
Can I just clarify? if I did go back in time to kill Hitler, I would do it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get lost in
that's
his
the front
eyes
door
and then
choice.
bail.
Yeah.
Just so I don't get
thanks for
hit
having
from
us.
all the
I know, all the-
defamation
Yeah,
leads.
no, you would end it. Yeah.
Pro.
Listen,
Okay.
man, I'm sorry about
We gotta wrap it up.
I'm sorry
It's
about
over.
bringing up Hitler.
You really brought this live show to a new
This is
low.
the first one, right? This is your first interview?
It's just gonna get worse from
This is
here.
the first time I've ever interviewed a man.
Sign
If you
of
can bring
things to
Hitler
come.
into all of them, they're going to ask you back for sure, which is I know what you want.
With Hitler, the more I learn about that guy, the more I don't care for him. I can't. And there's nothing redeeming about the guy. I tell the guys, I go, how on earth could these Germans follow this lunatic, you know? And they're like, oh, he was an incredible public speaker, you know? He could hypnotize you with his public speaking. And then I see him, he's like, squiggly. I go, what? That's not my idea of a silver-tongued devil, you know? About 30 years pass, and Germany decides again to go to war, and again it chooses as its enemy the world. And this time they have that guy, Schrankly, that guy, and I'm not even going to dignify him by saying his name, but I think you know what I'm talking about.
New songs on the radio sounding fake. Prince and Genesis were better anyway. Am I just being too real?
We always talk about going back and, if you could only go back in time and kill Hitler. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what a horror it would be to go back in time, meet Hitler, and get hypnotized by him.
And like him.
And then become one of the guys. And then it gets even worse.
They say he was a very powerful speaker. You didn't know, you know? All of a sudden, you're killing in
They
his name.
say he was a powerful speaker. Then on YouTube, he's like, you're like, what
Yelling.
the fucking Christ? Don't vote for him. Vote for anyone else. The fat guy beside him.
They make fun of Hillary Clinton when she raises her voice. Hitler was screaming at the people, right?
He was screaming, spitting. It was crazy.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Wow.
And they're like, whoa, what a silver-tongued devil
Norm.
that feller is. Yes, sir. There's questions that came from the Twitterverse or whatever you want to call it.
All right.
Do you want to hear them?
What else could we do with them?
Stand-ups
Hear them.
sometimes secretly want to play a dramatic role. Have you ever seen a guy?
No, stop.
But you've seen comics, and then
Yes.
they're on a show, and they're a guy that's soft in the head. And,
Yeah. This is from Twitter. I'm much more interested in
Okay.
That's a regular person.
Okay. But what do you think of that? Like I've seen Burl, and
I feel sorry for them.
do you feel this is how I feel? And I think maybe you agree with this. To be a comic actor, so rare, isn't it? And
You mean comic / actor?
no, a comic actor. Like my favorite movie
John
is
Ritter?
my favorite movie. Yes, like John
Yeah.
Ritter. My favorite movie is Planes, Trains, and Automobiles because I love John Candy in it so much. And to be a
'Cause
comic
he's Canadian.
Yeah, but to be a comic actor is so rare, and to be a dramatic actor is so common that why would a great comic actor want to be a
1,000%.
actor?
1,000%. I thought this when I was a kid, starting out in the business. When in my 20s, I thought, why? Somebody asked me, "Would you ever do a dramatic role?" I go, "They got people for that.
Right.
They got millions of people for that.
Yeah.
Let those people do it." The greatest thing in the world is a funny guy. It relieves the burden of life.
Did you like that movie, that Preston Sturges film?
It's my favorite movie.
Sort of encapsulates
Sullivan's
that?
Travels.
Oh, that's your favorite movie.
It's the greatest movie. Well, The Graduate's my favorite movie to watch as a movie.
Yeah.
But for what it's about.
But what Sullivan's Travels is exactly what you're talking about.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly what you're talking about. And did you say
How about you? Is that
I love Sullivan's
important
Travel
to you?
for that because it surprised me. I didn't expect it.
Right. What surprises you about me?
What surprises
you about me?
You mean just during this interview?
Just in general.
You seem kind.
That's surprising?
Uh-huh. Because I would think you were cold.
Right.
And yet you're warm.
Oh, thank you.
And in your eyes, I always go by eyes.
Again.
I always go by eyes.
You should.